This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Hi guys, it's that time I step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. JFW Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis T.
And I am the faction slayer, and I'll save that part for later. I don't want to spoil it. Nubby, the amazing turtle.
And I am the king of combat, the top of the food chain, Apex.
Cool.
Like, I want me to do? What do you want me to add more?
No, God, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. God, not one bit. Take away, brother. Take away.
Take away some stuff.
And this is Apex. That's it. No, dude. How's the neck? Give us a quick update. Where we at?
Neck. So it was actually the back, not the neck, but I appreciate the
same shit. Spine's a spine, bro.
Spine is a
Spine's
spine.
a spine.
So, well,
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Real quick. What bones run through your back?
vertebrae,
Okay, what is that?
backbones,
Okay, cool. What's the bones that run through your neck?
cervical spine bones.
Well, yeah, spine. It's all spine. It's all spine, man.
Wow, you do make sense. Okay. Well,
Always, never wrong.
so since this is my first interview, technically since the surgery last Thursday.
Oh, it's like, whoa, this isn't an interview. I'm just asking my co-host how he's doing. I don't need a fucking story.
Well, you get the fucking exclusive, so get over it.
Ah, God.
So, surgery went very well, guys.
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
I know, right? I forgot that I could mute people on command.
Son of a bitch. I was talking and I realized it.
I know, right? That's wild. Okay, sorry. Okay.
But in all seriousness,
yeah,
yes, we did have the spine surgery on Saturday. They took about an inch of my disc out of my back that was causing problems. Official doctor's appointment is Wednesday to see how everything went. But I can honestly say right now, I have not been laid up as bad as I thought I would be. There's still a long way to go. The conversation went from if I ever can get back in the wrestling ring to when can I get back in the wrestling ring. So that was a great conversation to have with the doc already, but we'll officially have more word on after Wednesday's doctor's appointment. Thank you guys. Anyone that listens to this show that has reached out to me means the world to me that you guys were thinking about me. But and thanks to my co-hosts for letting me speak on that. Appreciate you guys.
I think your kid wants you.
She's poking her head in. How do you see her? I don't even see her out of the corner.
I noticed creepy children in the back of screens because I don't like horror movies for that very reason.
That makes
sense.
She's not
moving. Is that real? Is that a real person?
That's a real child. Yes, that is a real child.
I think she wants you, bro.
Yeah, I think she's just interested in what's going on.
Maybe just turn around and see if she needs you or something. What kind of fucking father is this? Hey, she needed something. Dad, there's a man looking through your window.
Okay. Yeah, Bush is moving again in the back.
The man's back.
Picks the wrong room. Oh my God. No, she's adorable. She wanted to know how to spell sweet. I don't know what she's. So.
Do you know?
S-W-E-E-T, dear.
Good for her, yeah. Listen,
Maybe she's making me a card. I don't know.
I hope so. And here's the thing: it's like, and to anyone out there who's like, "Oh, you should probably edit that out," I'm not fucking editing shit out. Family comes first. That's important.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm glad your back's doing well. Sucks
Thank
he lost an inch of height, but hashtag short king, right?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there's no shame in
it'll
being 5'10", so you know.
work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yeah, put some lifts in your shoes, you'll be all right.
No one will notice.
Nah, well, Nubby will.
I mean,
notice.
I know a guy that can get you those lifts. His name is Kyle.
Oh, okay. We'll give Kyle a call.
Or some kind. Hey, Kyle have a birthday recently, like last week or some shit.
Yeah, he turned like, I don't know, 2 finally.
Turn 2. Well, we finally wish him happy birthday, I guess. Happy birthday, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, okay. So have a shitty birthday. I don't know. Whatever you want.
His birthday is the equivalent to a Tuesday.
It's just there. Yeah. Okay.
But Tom had a birthday too.
Did he?
Yeah, it was
When?
after Kyle. On the 25th.
Oh, well, that shit. Happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday,
fuck
Tom.
Kyle. Yes,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tom. Fuck you, Kyle.
Yeah, I like how they used that audio clip of me saying like a 3-way with dads, as if it would embarrass me or some shit. Like it's not my fault that they just clipped the one part that they want to relive a fantasy through or some shit. But
It's a pretty fucked up fantasy. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. See, but that's the thing. If they knew wrestling, they'd understand what I was implying.
Yeah.
But they don't. No, they know WWE and CM Punk, and that's about it.
Yeah, Phil's great.
Yeah. Fuck, he doesn't even remember Nubby wrestling Aiden English. So
That's depressing because I
Yeah.
hear about that every week. I think I've been on the show 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
I think it's been talked about every week. You know, he's looking for bookings now. I saw that pop up.
Yeah.
Nubby, call him. Let's get him at CW or somewhere. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't think they can afford him.
Oh,
Get
when you're
get
looking for bookings, you can be afforded.
Aiden English versus ex Romeo. Let's get it done.
If I only had the gear.
I'm sure he can make some.
We got plenty
gear.
of time to make it up. Don't worry.
Oh wait, I got plenty. I got jeans, and I can just make a shirt.
Where I get that Phil Brooks fucking tape going and shit. You'll be fine.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah. If not, Rocker Pro will book it.
I mean,
Hey, why
say
not?
his name and he appears. I guess that happened too.
Right? Yeah. See, and that's the thing. And that's what I love about Rocker Pro, because you can get a guy like Joe Hendry and also Steve.
You hit each spectrum of angles.
Yeah. It's
High
like,
and low.
it's like you're gonna get a guy who is a main event and somebody people call a main event.
One is bigger than the other. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
How many WrestleManias were Steve at? Did he wrestle Randy Orton recently?
I'm sure you wouldn't back down from the fight if you had the opportunity.
Well, I might beg a differ on that. After what happened on the Power Hour this past week.
Ooh.
I only caught the first half of where he lost his mind from the letter that's C read. I only caught that part. What else happened?
Well, I think we could talk about it once we get into Rocket Pro because it's Rocket Pro heavy.
Okay,
And,
that's fine.
I mean, because we'll talk about what happened last show and what might not be happening now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
See a
I
little
appreciate.
background.
Listen. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, you focus on your child whenever she comes in. Don't yell at her like you did.
I
Jesus.
didn't yell at her. I didn't yell at her.
I saw screaming. It was absurd. To every audio listener, screaming. Don't even go watch the video on YouTube.
Yeah,
Irate, just screaming.
Yeah, okay.
He went berserk.
Don't you dare.
I can't read lips well, but I could have sworn he yelled, "Top of the food chain," so eat for everyone.
In this house. That's all we say.
There we go. Yeah. No, that's a dope. Did she write you a note? Was that what it was?
I think she is writing a note because now we went from how do you spell sweet to how do you spell ever. So if this winds up being a note for my wife, I might be upset.
That'd be awesome. I might go for that. Oh god, I don't want to make too much fun of Steve because Steve is living out his dream as wrestling, but still, Rocket Pro's kind of like let's gauge this shit.
Yeah.
Hendry, Steve. I get better yet, Pax. Pax is lower, definitely fucking lower.
So we got Pax, Steve, and then I can't even like gauge Hendry up there.
100%. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think J-Beck actually had a match at Rocket Pro 1.2, right?
If you call that a match.
You've seen all three of these guys wrestle in a ring. So you got Steve, Pax, and J-Beck. I want you to rank them 1 to 3 based on wrestling ability, with one being closer to Hendry.
Okay.
Yeah.
One closer to Hendry.
Yes.
I'm gonna put Steve.
Gotta put Steve. Okay, because Aaron Stone IPW I think kind of solidifies that, so I can agree with that.
Well, not only that, if you've seen this motherfucker spear, he got some spears in him, so I give him that.
Spear anymore? Everybody does the spear.
But I don't think it's not so much a spear, it's him just throwing himself at somebody and hoping for the best.
Hey, he does get off the ground, though. He can actually get off the ground, maybe a couple inches, but enough.
Yeah, he get off by going like horizontal, though. That's the thing. He's jumping forward, not up in the air.
No, it's not a vertical jump. It's a straight.
Yeah. His getting up in the air is just kicking his feet out from underneath him. That's him. That's him getting off the. I got no disrespect to Steve. I do love Steve. But okay, so Steve is number 1. Then 2's got to be J-Pack, right? Oh, really?
No, it's Pax.
Why? Really? Why? Because he gingerly kicked somebody in the stomach once?
That's still more than what J-Beck ever has in a wrestling match. Sorry, J-Beck. It's true.
It does take talent to kick somebody in the stomach and not actually destroy.
And not fall.
Yeah, okay. Well, especially because isn't Pat kind of like shorter anyway, so he has to like kick upward, so it's not a straight shot.
Oh yeah.
But the guy he did it to wasn't that much taller.
Oh, what the heck? What is going on nowadays? Are we all just getting shorter?
Come on now, you're in that group now.
Now I'm gonna have to get used to it. Next thing you know, when I go back to training, I'm gonna be looking up at everybody that was at eye level, so it's gonna be weird.
I get lifts.
I gotta get those lifts in the shoes quick.
All right, guys. So we got a lot to talk about here. We got a lot of match cards. And we got a lot of results to cover. Because Rocket Pro's coming up this weekend, we're gonna kind of flip everything on the side, or flip everything that we normally do, and we're gonna cover the match card for Rocket Pro first. Because as we know, once we deep dive into Rocket Pro Wrestling, it takes up a bulk of the time. But I think due to the work of Rocket Pro Wrestling, from LIM covering Rocket Pro Wrestling over this past weekend, and Gabagool already announced it. Him and I are going to be hosting Fan Axxess this year because they realized, hey, what can we do to make this year better than last year? Let's have Travis do it. So, they're right. So we're definitely going to cover what we need to cover for Rocket Pro Wrestling, but I don't think it's going to be as in depth as it was the month previous because I think what's been covered by LIM, what's going to happen at Fan Axxess, I think we're going to be pretty good on timing here. So we'll go along probably, but we'll see.
And a little bit of the Ego Pro stuff too had some Rocket Pro history involved as well. So
see, just everything's intertwining. IPW has some Rocket Pro shit in it. I mean, it's just all intertwining. Okay. Anyways, let's start with Rocket Pro. Nubby, obviously you're the RPW guy, so what we got?
Well, we are actually on the road to Kicks on 66 right now. And we have one stop before we get there. Because tomorrow, if you are listening to this show Monday night, as you should be, or Tuesday morning-ish, on Tuesday, April the 29th, some of the Rocket Pro superstars, which I am one of the superstars, that will be doing a meet and greet at Pizza Ranch out in Shorewood, which is 19735 Northeast Frontage Road in Shorewood, Illinois. And from 4 to 8 p.m., kids 10 and under get to eat for free. The Rocket Pro stars will be there from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and you get to meet and greet with some of us. You can, I guess, arm wrestle us. That's what took place last time, where you saw Damian Gray to lose to every kid there. Maximus thought he was better than the kids. That's the only time he could feel tough. He's still a moron. From what I understand, Joseph Von Jaeger will be in the house. I will be there, as I said. Muscle Mommy, Myra Carras
Spit it
will
out.
also be there.
Clear
Trying.
throat.
I'm
You
getting
did
better.
good. You did good.
And then two other idiots that were there last time. Maximus will be there, and Damian Gray. Don't worry about them. Don't just ignore them when you get there. Don't even go by them.
That would be epic, honestly. They're just sitting off into a corner and nobody cares at all, but everyone else is crowded.
I mean, no one cares about them anyway.
Yeah. And I would be there tomorrow night if I was allowed to be in a car. I'm not allowed to, so I am stuck here.
I mean, Damian Gray, he's not even on the card this weekend, so he's irrelevant this week.
Yeah, man. I mean, realistically, who knows what's happening with the future of like Gray and well, I guess I could say the former LIM, but who knows?
But yeah, that is the last stop before Kicks on 66. Hopefully you see there and buy some of my pictures. I need the money.
These new shows.
Yeah, and I gotta treat Betty to a steak dinner or something, or a burrito. I don't know. So help me out.
Steak burrito. Cover
Yeah.
both. Yeah. Steak burrito.
Well, actually, she's a bean burrito type of person.
Do you know what? I actually get my bean burritos with steak in it. It's fire for protein. So there you go.
She don't care about all that.
Well, what the hell, man? I don't know what to do.
That's right. I'm calling you out, lady. She can hear me through this wall. I know she can. So yeah, Kicks on 66 takes place this Saturday, May the 3rd, 700 Theodore Street in Joliet, Illinois. And yes, Fan Axxess from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, if you're just showing up for Fan Axxess, it's just $5. You get in, hang out with the superstars, and watch the show between, I guess we can call it JFW LIM or something, or just JFW with LAM. I don't know, right?
The Fan Axxess?
Yeah.
So the way the Fan Axxess works, and this is the only way I agreed with Rocket Pro Wrestling to work, is that even though it's going to be Gabagool, even though it's going to be me, there's not going to be a whole like LIM JFW thing to it. It's just us being our Rocket Pro workers. If anything, we're going to call it a Freaknet thing. But
That works.
yeah, it's not so much a promotional thing for LIM and JFW. It's just to put the focus on you guys who are there main event or working the season finale of the show. So normally, if this was Pac-Man, it'd be an LIM thing. But I wouldn't do it that way. I don't want to do skits. I don't want to do bits. I told Rocket Pro, unless you have a chair up there, I ain't fucking doing it. And they're gonna have a chair for me because I'm not Steve, and if you don't let me sit, I'll fucking leave. I don't care.
let Travis sit. Let Travis sit.
Yeah. Give me a chair. I'll fucking leave it.
Next shirt.
Hashtag going viral. So yeah, Travesty, Tony Gabagool hosting Fan Axxess. Not only that, here's something very cool. Little Deb's Mobile Eats food truck will also be in attendance at Fan Axxess. So you're going to get some food while you get to hear Travis T talk about what's happening at Rocket Pro and make fun of Maximus. Food and entertainment. What more can you ask for?
What kind of food do they offer?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I know it's Italian. I'm just not sure what Italian it is.
Oh.
I did notice some being an Italian truck. I was like, of course, it's probably a Gabagool thing.
Makes sense.
As far as what they're offering, I'm guessing probably maybe pizza, probably maybe like pizza puffs. God, if they have an Italian ice. But I
I
do
haven't
know
had one of
Italian.
those in years. Mm.
Yeah.
What's
right.
that? What's that one like really popular Italian ice place? Like begins
Going
with
on
a
Taylor
Z.
Street?
Begins with a Z.
Mm.
Zarlingo's. I'll have to look it up. It's fantastic. You guys won't know about it. It's over by me. It's in the lesser society people.
Yeah.
Just say yeah and laugh. Fuck you, dude.
He totally did.
Oh yeah, I did. So if you're gonna do both Fan Axxess and the show, front row will be $30 and the general admission will be $25. But if you're not doing Fan Axxess, you're just gonna do the show, then front row will be $25 and general admission will be $20. All in nothing in advance, all at the door, cash only. That's just the way we do it. Just deal with it. Don't be asking me. I'll ignore you.
Done. Okay.
Put that phone down. Put that phone down, Travis.
Oh no, I gotta do something quick.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
I'm trying to multitask this JFW
Fine.
shit.
yeah, you're gonna text me like you
Bottom
always do.
I'm messaging you to get me front row.
Yeah, he does it every time. Every time I say something, he's always messaging me because he's trying to be like Chet.
I just assumed that, here I am promoting a company. Maybe you'll give me a fucking ticket. I'm just saying.
How about I get you a seat next to Steve?
That's the trick there. You either go there and get a nice ticket and have to sit next to Steve, or you got to pay for one. I mean,
they both sounds costly. Actually, I'm kidding. The tickets to Rocket are actually very affordable.
Oh yeah, very, very.
Yeah,
and it's worth it. It's Rocket Pro.
Well,
You get wrestling and entertainment at the same time, not just one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got matches, and we got plenty of them.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna start with what I guess may or may not be the main event. It could be, but I'm gonna start with it.
Hold on.
Did we not just have this conversation?
I did this shit. I was just gonna say I did this with Tex last week. You can't start with the main event.
Wait a second. If we're gonna let him do this,
yeah, you can't start with the main event, bro. You just can't do it.
Yes, I can. It's my segment.
I mean, I get it's your segment. You've been around, but I literally got chewed the fuck.
Yeah. What was it? Oh wait,
and I was new.
Yeah. You can't do the main event. You start with anything, but you can't start with the main event. Main event's the main event, bro. You gotta go last. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now.
Well, that's just fucking terrible.
Oh, just wait a month till he forgets, and then it'll be fine. But
fine. Then I'm just gonna go randomness here.
Randomness.
And close your eyes and pick one.
We'll go with the main event. My bad.
I'll just go with the next one I had on the list then, which is the Inter-County Championship, which will be Jesus Safio, the champion, taking on Kid Lat.
Kid Lat. Love that guy.
Yeah, I'm glad he got that arm healed up and ready to go for the last show of the year.
Perfect timing.
All ready to go for the last show of the year.
Well, all it took was eating cereal out of Jesus's hat.
Yeah, that was God. The fact that he did that was horrifying.
So many questions. Oh boy.
I don't know why. I mean, he pretty much just said what he did: ate cereal out of a hat.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't even good cereal either.
It was Lucky Charms.
Actually, Lucky Charms are good. That would Lucky Charms, Cocoa Pebbles are my unhealthy
Cocoa Pebbles.
Choice. Love Cocoa Pebbles.
It's great for after workout. There's a cool tip.
Are they really?
Cereal is the bodybuilding industry's random vice. Cereal after a workout equals carbs. Carbs equal muscle. There you go. That's all I had to say.
With milk or without milk?
Well, with milk. Some of them do without too.
with whole milk.
Absolutely. Whatever milk you want. They got almond milk, regular milk.
I'm just gonna
No,
pour an
dark
entire
milk.
box of Cocoa Pebbles in there and shit.
Breast milk.
You know what? You're baiting me into conversations that are not for this show, and I could go on forever on. So let's
Well, okay. We'll just
Yeah.
move on.
I can't.
Move on.
I just can't wait to down an entire bowl of cereal.
uh,
And maybe next time work out before I do it, but next time I'm definitely gonna have a bowl of cereal.
next time, yeah.
Right? Just sitting there eating a bowl of cereal. It's like, what are you doing? Like post workout. I was like, did you work out today? No. It's good though. It's healthy.
It took effort to actually go
Right?
pour the cereal.
Yeah, I had to walk down the stairs, get the bowl off the shelf, get into the cupboard. Really, I mean, do you know how many steps it took? 38.
Sounds like my days right now when my wife asked me what I did today. I'm like, well, I got off the couch, walked to the kitchen, grabbed some food, went back to the couch, and kept watching Heels. By the way, finally watched Heels. Almost
The
done.
whole thing
I'm like 4 episodes away from the end.
sucks.
I'm not excited for this to end. I hope.
It sucks because the way it left off,
Oh, don't.
it's like, where the fuck? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what happened.
Yeah.
But where it leaves off, it's like, even, and here's the thing, dude, because I think it was like, was it 2 years ago, like the season ended? Like 2023 or
It's
something?
been pretty damn close because they were talking about AJ coming back because she was in the show for a couple episodes or one episode.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is, though, it's like, if they were to come back, the way they, because if you remember Heels, season 1 and 2,
Yeah.
the show goes from one episode to the next. There's no gap.
Literally, yeah.
That's what this was supposed to be. So
Oh.
now, the way it's going to end, there's got to be some kind of fucking gap.
God, I hope someone picks up.
There has to be, especially because, like I said, I mean, people are fucking aging, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and again, even when you look at, Amel, when he's in Suits LA, which I don't care what fucking Amel says. I get that he's the lead of the show. It's a spinoff of Suits. Don't tell me it's not a spinoff of Suits. He said it wasn't. He's a liar. Fuck you, Green Arrow. It's a spinoff of Suits. 100%.
The name.
Yeah. I love this. I mean, I love Suits. I love the spinoff. It's a spinoff. Don't say it's like, oh, it's completely different. It's not. The fact that you have Harvey in it tells me it's a spinoff. So, yeah, no. The show's a spinoff, but I love Stephen Amell, and I do hope they bring back Heels. The whole thing is like, people need to show Netflix that you want it. So
Yeah. Well, they did with
Watch
Cobra
Heels.
Kai, so
yeah,
maybe they'll
watch
do it.
Heels and then rewatch it again.
Okay.
Nubby, Rock and Pro, bro. Come on.
Continue, brother.
All right.
Come on, man. Rock and Pro.
Rozzy will be taking on Joseph Von Jaeger.
Which is exciting. I mean, he's not going to get his hands on Destafio, but at least get his hands on one half of the Caribbean people.
Yeah.
Caribbean Cartel? Or who? No.
Yeah, they were in Wrestle League, they're Caribbean Cartel.
Yeah.
Well, not so much Jesus anymore, but they are undeniable. Or in denial. In denial.
Are they? I mean, like, is Rozzy really part of Undeniable though? I mean, like, is that official?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
official?
been official. Yeah, it's
Has
been
it?
official.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Just letting anyone into that.
Come on, he fits right in. Stupid idiots.
Yeah, but they're just letting anyone into that fucking club now.
Yeah, and they're all idiots.
Morons.
Morons. Dumbasses.
Stupid.
We have a fatal 4-way for the Outer Limits Championship, as the newly crowned Outer Limits champion, Sam Knight, will be defending his championship against Eric Schultz, Ryan Matthews, and Corey McHenry.
It's a great opportunity for McHenry. It's I'm not doing Steiner math. I'm not doing that shit. I think Gobble did or whatever. There's a 50-50 shot that the Undeniable gets the title back. But there's also a possibility on if Schultz has the opportunity, will Matthews allow that to happen, or is Schultz going to have to watch it? Because it's Matthews' title. Matthew lost that title.
Right.
I'm sure he's going to want to get that back, but if Schultz has the opportunity to get it, even if Schultz does win it, does that cause an issue between him and Matthews?
It could. And then we just saw what happened this past weekend with Schultz. Maybe Schultz has that momentum.
Right?
See,
Like, I'm not quite sure. But what?
He's riding a lot of momentum. That's for damn sure.
He is. And I think he's still the Northland champion. I don't even know. I haven't heard of Northland
3 years or something.
I don't even count that because he hasn't defended it
Hey,
in 3 years.
hey, Max Holiday is the longest reigning 3-time SCW heavyweight champion.
We know.
Shit counts. I don't. Hey, listen, it's not his fault that he's not given the opportunity to defend it. He's champ. Just saying. Don't take that away from people.
Oh, I'm gonna take it away from. I'm taking it away from Schultz.
Absolutely not. That dude's earned it. I'm sure he's ready to defend it whenever given the opportunity. I think. Oh wait, no. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead. With all the shit that he did, but never mind. We're fine. Go ahead. Okay, good. You're doing great.
I know. How about this? We have a triple threat tag team title match for the tag team titles, and it will be Undeniable, Victor Wade and Aaron Arsenal, who are the champions currently, taking on the returning No Coast and Pizza and Beer, Moi and Sean Danger.
You upset by that?
What's that?
You upset by that? That you guys get your opportunity once again to get the titles, but somehow No Coast has interjected themselves into it.
Yeah.
I respect No Coast, but they're part-timers at this point.
Yeah. You want to know I know you're lying? Because you said you respect No Coast. That's how I know you're lying.
I mean,
I do respect them as a tag team. They're a great tag team, but they're part-timers. What have they done to earn the shot?
I mean, when they get that huge pop from the fan, it really shows people that, hey, that one guy really wants to see it.
You said fan, like singular.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I heard that right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Fan. Yeah. Yeah.
Fan.
The leader of White Girl Wasted, Santino. Yes. The leader of White Girl Wasted is one singular dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, fun fact, Nubby, remind me when we're done recording to share a funny story with you. Because it pertains to somebody you know. And it's funny. But I'll tell you off air because I don't want to embarrass them. Actually, no, fuck it, I will. I won't tell you the name. I'll tell you the name off air.
Okay.
So, everyone knows I'm single. There's no child coming to me asking me how to spell simple words. I don't got a girlfriend on the other side of the wall I could say things to that's going to beat me when I'm done with the show. I'm alone, single. So I go on dating sites, and Facebook has a dating site on it. They have Facebook dating. And, whenever you come across somebody on Facebook dating that you guys have mutual friends, the dating profile shows your mutual friend. So, okay, cool. So somebody pops up, and I see that we have some mutual friends in common. Mostly people from the wrestling business.
Makes sense.
Another simple word to be asked. How do you spell I? So I'm like, oh, okay, this lady knows Nubby. And that she I see apparently she's in the business. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And knowing me, and this may be like a little weird and shit like that. I ironically found her fan page, for Facebook, her Facebook wrestling fan page. And apparently she goes to Rocker Pro shows, right? The moment I saw that she took a picture with Santino, I'm like, nah.
You went opposite direction.
Well, the thing, I look at the profile, I'm like, wow, we have a lot in common. And it's like, we got some similar hobbies. We're around the same age. We're looking for the same stuff. Oh shit, her fan page shows up. She's taking a picture with Santino. I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yes.
So Yeah.
Okay, I got a lot of names in my head now.
I'll tell you off air who it is and everything.
Right.
But it was just the funniest thing in the world. I was like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. Cause it's really rare that I find anyone who's in the business on Facebook dating. That's a lie. In Illinois, it's like the thing. There's a screw up on it where you're getting like Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, and shit. But it's really rare to find somebody in the Midwest that's on that thing, that's in the wrestling business. So once I saw like you and a bunch of other people, I was like, she's gotta be in the business. And then yes, her fan page showed up, which actually when I realized that her fan page has been showing up for a while, because a lot of those like here's other pages you may like. I've been getting a lot of those lately because of wrestling. She showed up on there. I was like, oh fuck, see where else she's wrestled at. And boom, Santino, like, I'm good.
Yeah,
no,
like, that's the one. I'm good.
Like,
Move on.
I'm okay. Yeah. Like, I know you guys aren't dating, but you put your arm around him, you touched him. No, gross. No, no. Yeah, I say all that to say, fuck no coast. I don't care. I don't think they should be in this tag team match. I think it should have been a rematch for you guys to reclaim these titles. I don't understand how No Coast got involved in it again. I hope to find out on Saturday. I'm finding a way to better ask the question rather than, better than just saying, where do you get off? Or who do you think you are? Or how dare you come back and just take, stuff. It's like, I'm trying to find a nice way of doing it. I may just have Gabagool ask questions, but we'll see. Ultimately, though, I'm excited. I know we haven't mentioned it yet, to add a second title up to the other one that you have right behind you.
Oh, you mean that one right there?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Because obviously we can see it. I could read it. Maybe not Apex's daughter, because she's
learning to read. She's learning.
So I can't wait for you to become a trios champion, a tag team champion, and then a singles champion.
All at one time.
So you tier that shit. And then you find a 4-man tag team championship and win that one too.
Quads. Just hit the site.
It could happen.
I'm sure there's a 4-man tag team championship out there somewhere.
We'll find the league.
Yeah.
Yep. The other part of it, so I call No Coast part-time. I also think these undeniable members are part-time champions because since they won it, they only defended them one time. And that was against us. Did they show up last month? Only one of them did. So what happens here if one or both don't show up? Or the titles I get defended now? I don't understand. Well, I do understand, because while yes, Nuke is in charge, Undeniable has Damian Saint, who's the general manager.
And that's sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
He's still pulling his weight.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, if it's one of the things, because if God forbid somebody doesn't show up, the first person who's going to know about it is going to be Damian, not Nuke. And I know, like, when it came to you and Damian being co-GMs, you can never override somebody. You can make the decision, but you can never override the decision that's already been put in place. And it seems like there's a similar way with Damian, but not as much. Like, if something is finalized, set in stone, ready to go, there can't be an altercation to it. But if it's announced without pen to paper, then Nuke can alter the decision. Yeah. So it really comes down to, if something was to happen like that, which God forbid not, because I do want you to truly defeat the true tag team champions. If it happens and this just ends up being a number one contendership, then hey, so be it. You guys are gonna pick that victory up anyways, and then hopefully maybe next season you kick off the season right by winning those tag team titles. But at the same time, and I love Damian Saint's work ethic. What he does to you is shitty. I like his work ethic, but I also see him, if he needs to make those changes, he's going to get that down on pen and paper and get that signed and figured out before Nuke has any idea what's happening.
And he is a snake like that. He'll do it.
Yes. In the nicest way possible.
Always nicest way.
Yeah. I'll be nice about it today.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a good mood for a lot of reasons, So the next match, Skylar Reed, Devin August. I want to say this could be the final, but it's a blindfold match.
blindfold match? Like, who's blindfolded? The referee, one of them, both of them?
Both of them. Both of them are blindfolded.
Okay. So I've actually done like jiu-jitsu matches and like MMA fights like that. They are absolute disasters. I am excited to actually see how this pans out.
Have you ever seen a wrestling match? Like anything in WWE? Any blindfold matches from them?
God, I feel like there was some back in the day, and none's ringing a bell.
Yeah,
Snake and Rick Martel. My
Okay.
favorite one.
Okay. Did that at
Triple H.
least look good? Like, I gotta go back and watch it then.
Yeah,
Was it Triple H and Eugene or something?
Yeah,
They did
yeah. I think
Right.
Regal was in one too. They don't do them that often. There's
No.
more of like a lot of them were like one of those like roulette, like raw roulette wheels and stuff like that. The thing is though, is like I think there's so much terror on falling out of the ring that it's a very slow, methodical match, But
I mean, you would think touch ropes, I'm at the edge.
yeah,
You would think, but as someone that has been pushed through ropes in a boxing match, and those have 4, I can imagine.
Well, also you got to keep in mind too is like referees. It's like as soon as one of those opponents get their hands on a ref, you don't know that's a ref.
Yeah.
So you're like, as soon as you got a hand on somebody, you're gonna want to strike them and put them down.
Well,
So
you don't let go. Don't let go.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see. And as far as I've been informed, it's right now tied 1-1 on them. So this is a tiebreaker, and it's gonna be interesting to see that. Depending on who wins, depending on who loses, whatever, is this the final chapter? Is the story over? Can they move on and just accept the fact that they're not together anymore? They're going to go down different paths and move on. So,
No, that's the hope.
Yeah.
Go have your career separate now. You're done. Stop messing with each other. Move
on. In a body bag match, we have Grin versus Marche.
I mean, do they have to be dead to be put in the body bag? Is that part of a stipulation, or just gonna put him in a body bag?
Well, I mean, was Jimmy Blaze dead when he was put in a body bag at SCW?
I don't know, but I remember Terry Allen saying how terrified he was getting put in one of those things. I mean, he survived, so I guess you're making a good point there. I just didn't know if this was like that much of a grudge match type thing. So,
well, they've had a casket match.
Yeah,
there's a lot of death in this.
It's Grin. Yeah, Grin's like
okay, that makes hell.
Grin's like the embodiment of Pennywise, man. And I think when you want to look at the personal aspect of it, you gotta look at the coffin match from 22. Was it Nubby? I think you told me.
So 22.
Yeah. You look at that, but you also look at the fact that Shogun hasn't been around, and that has a lot to do with Grin.
Yep.
So I think from a personal aspect of the final levels, yeah. But does that mean Shogun's not going to make a return? Does that mean Machine's not going to get involved? Who knows? Like, there's so many unknown possibilities that are going into this body bag match that, I mean, it's anyone's opportunity to take.
Yeah. Speaking of opportunities, we have a last man standing match, and it's for the Rocket to the Top briefcase, as Maximus O'Moron will be defending the briefcase against the real deal, Rion Skills.
Yeah. That's his name from now on. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's Maximus Moron. I don't want to no refer to anything else, just Maximus Moron.
Well, yeah.
Done.
I mean, he just writes his name across the back of his pants. He puts moron. It's just, I didn't understand. It's like, you knew they spelled it wrong. Just go get it fixed. But he's just like, it suits me.
It makes sense. You're just adding to the lore.
Right? Yeah. It's an interesting story because it's almost like a full circle moment from when the last time they faced each other and the attitudes were almost flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Where you looked at Maximus as the hero of Rocket Pro Wrestling and Rion just having this anti-leadership attitude. Now it's like, why is Rion doing and that's gonna be one of my questions on Saturday. Like, it was an open challenge. It wasn't a challenge directly towards Rion. It was an open challenge, and regardless of the whole, like, it's an opportunity to like have the biggest opportunity in the world to cash in whenever you want. But why did he feel he needed to step up? Because he really never looked at like championships being a necessity to him, especially in Rocket Pro Wrestling, from my perspective. So is he getting it back just because he wants it for himself? Is he getting it back for Rocket Pro itself? What is he going into this for? And keep in mind, the last time they wrestled each other in this match, Rion left Maximus laying. So I think it's possible history repeats itself. But also you got to keep in mind it's a last man standing match. That means there are no rules, and there's a whole lot of undeniable out there.
Whole lot, yeah.
Yep. And Rion said it. Everything was cool between them. But Maximus threw him through a door and hit him with a chair. So that's one of the reasons why. Maybe he's doing it for Rocket Pro to get the briefcase back. Because Maximus is doing is holding you hostage at this point.
You're talking about when he threw him through the door during that match he had with his mom?
Yeah.
When he choked her out and he wouldn't call for the bell, even though she was completely knocked out and everything. And then, Maximus's father came out, hand slapping the entire crowd as he walks over his wife to get his shit in, to come to her rescue as he is inconvenienced by her for the moment. Like, babe, let me get my praises real quick,
As I said, I still refer to that as like the Jeff Hardy brother getting beaten in the ring has to come in, get his dance in, and then go save his.
That's what it is. Motherfucker's like, oh no, I gotta prioritize. Okay, here we do. Make sure my music's playing. Make sure the lights are good. Make sure I high five everybody. Save my wife. Okay, hit the music, and then he comes out.
All in that order. All in that order.
Yeah. And then the people that don't give a shit who it is, they just want to be a part of it, is sticking their hands out because no true wrestling fan gives a fuck that Bill Shelley is coming from the back. It's like, first off, motherfucker, you sit behind commentary and your ass is like, oh no, I got to come to my wife's rescue. Let me run to the back, get my music playing, coming through the fucking, curtain, coming down to the ring, make sure I hit my marks.
Yeah.
Slap hand, walk over wife, slap hand, get into the ring. 3 big ass dudes. Oh fuck, let me sissy slap my son now. And all of that could have been avoided if Rion just would have called for the bell. And I get it, her arms were all constricted and he couldn't check her. I'm sorry, when you're fucking drooling and snoring as you're being choked out, you fucking call. Apex, I heard you have some MMA experience.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And somebody was being choked out and both their arms having to be tied up for a minute. Is the referee going to be like, oh, what do you want me to do? I can't call the bell. They're not tapping. They're not doing.
No, they look at the face, and usually if you're asleep and not answering, they just
That's
call.
right. That's right.
Yeah. Rion did explain it and said he couldn't even see her face.
You would just assume
he's lifeless.
Listen, I respect Rion's choice. I 100% do. But here's the thing. And I assume Shelly is a cute drooler when she's sleeping. But once Rion pulled Maximus off of the fucking Hell's Gate, and she flops over like she should be in a fucking body bag. You should just like, oh, I guess she is that. Okay, let's ring the bell then. No. He has to interject himself into the moment, and then get his ass handed to him by Maximus in the Undeniable, just for Bill to come be the hero for about 45 seconds.
Yeah, after he gets all his stuff in. Yeah, then now he's the hero. Yeah.
And out of all of this, Bill is still my favorite Shelly. I'm just saying, still up there, still number one. Right, he is tied with his own mother because whatever fucking Shelly has to cause heartache for the rest of them, that's my guy, or in this sense, girl. I don't know what she's, who knows, but whatever. That's it. Bill is tied with his mother right up there. And then it's Will for putting the Hell's Gate on Shelly, and then it's Shelly. If they have a dog, maybe they'll be fifth. Who fucking knows? But that's my order. Yeah, 100%.
Another one of my moves being taken on the.
To answer your question, yes, that is the match.
Okay, thank you.
Brianne's talking about.
Okay, cool.
I just wanted to make sure I described it enough. Yeah. I wanted to give you that Bill Shelley fucking.
Oh, the build up there was
perfect. The build up. Yeah, the build up. That's what the name of the show is. BILL''D. The build up. Build up. Oh, perfect. Solid clutch. Oh, yes, fucking Bill.
Yes, love it.
You might have another you might have to add something to that show name later.
Okay.
I have some a quote from yesterday.
Okay.
But we'll get to that.
Teasers.
So now we got the heavyweight title, which is Steve Michaels, the champion, taking on POWW.
I had a conversation with Gabagool about this match because obviously we're kind of like brainstorming on how we want to go about interviewing people and talking about people on Saturday. And the one thing that I know we definitely want to do is not lie or, cut people short. So we go to, excuse me, I'm choking on water while I'm trying to talk. I made myself laugh. When you look at Michaels and every championship opportunity that he has given to people, every title defense he has done, you can never really say that he has ever cut a corner as far as not having a worthy opponent. Has he cheated? Yes. Has Undeniable got involved? Yes. Has he won cleanly? Yes. But you can never say, like, when you look at his opponents, obviously POWW is going to be this Saturday, but you look at Max Holiday, you look at Shogun, you look at Marche Rocket. These big fucking dudes, he is challenge after challenge is actually, challenging himself against whoever he's wrestling. Is POWW the biggest challenge, though, compared to everyone else? And that's the question that we weren't quite sure on. Like, is POWW, pound for pound, the biggest competition that Michaels has had in his title reign?
That is a good question because I don't know if there were others that were just as big or bigger. But we also know he's, like you said, he's been in the ring with Marche more than once. In the ring with Shogun more than once. Aaron Stone, who might not be big, but he can hit hard. He's never been in the ring with POWW. He's big, but the personality is different from everybody else.
Yeah.
And that is dangerous in itself.
I just want to see someone equal to his size come up here and show him that he's not going to be able to use that power and strength and that advantage against him. I mean, not saying that anyone that you just named is small, but he definitely has a distinct advantage over them.
When it comes to like body, Steve and POWW, similar, but Steve has height advantage, which is important.
Yeah, the only people I could think of who would be maybe pound for pound comparable, and I haven't seen Monster 747 since the Steve Hollows show. I haven't been to an ARW show, but he's got to be pretty close.
It's a big dude, yeah.
Yeah.
The Cypher isn't big, but he's big. So one Solomon Tupu, where do you think he stands as far as Michael? Is he not as big? I never seen Tupu in person, so
he's probably about 6'2", 6, right around that area, 6'3". But he's big Samoan guy. He looks like a bigger Samoan guy. Like he's got size to him, he's got power to him, but he's agile for that size. That's the one thing I really like about him.
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from POWW. I don't want us thinking of Michael's next opponent because POWW could very well walk away with the title.
Could take it, yeah.
Anything could happen. It's just when you look at pound for pound, POWW maybe size-wise probably the biggest competition, but Michaels has taken down a lot of guys who were supposed to be the guy to take down Michaels.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll see. That's going to be a very hard-hitting match. It's going to be one of those Steve would quote reinforce the ring for that one.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to get into the main event, but there is a match that really hasn't been promoted, and I'm assuming it is canceled. Let's go back to spring break. Steve interfering in Shaq's match.
Okay.
After all the shenanigans,
Yeah.
a match was made between Shaq and Steve. Now, I don't think I mentioned this, but Aaron Stone was supposed to be the referee for it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mention it the last time we talked.
No, I know because obviously, I mean, I think you're the one that told me, but Rocket Pro just released their last show today.
Right.
It's available on YouTube, so everyone can kind of watch it before Saturday. But the LIM, they do a pretty decent job of putting their vlogs out the day after, and in their post or in their vlog, they showed that moment where Steve got involved, prevented Shaq from using the chair and everything. And because of the involvement between Stone and anyway, sorry, I'm actually mixed up two different things. But Nuke, I think, actually put in there that Stone was going to be the guest referee.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew that when the vlog came out, which again, I think that's a stupid idea. Because from my personal opinion is not, I don't know Steve Stone personally. I've seen what he does to people. And I still recall earlier in the season where there was that moment where Steve was treating Aaron Stone like Shaq Jordan, questioning him as a person, questioning him as a competitor, which that all changed once Aaron Stone became champion. But before Aaron Stone was champion, Aaron Stone would stand by commentate and just stare at Steve. I don't think those feelings went away. So I was thinking, you're going to put Stone in this match. Yeah, fuck that. I mean, I don't think Stone forgot what Steve said about Stone before he won the championship, and Steve changed his tone about Aaron Stone.
Yeah. So with all that said, we thought a match was happening.
Yeah.
But then Power Hour happened last week.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened? Like I said, I saw where C-Red read that note. Obviously, Shaq Jordan was supposed to be a guest, and he decided he didn't have to show up. He didn't want to show up, which, as a podcaster, that sucks. That's one of the biggest reasons I don't like doing interviews, is because if somebody was to fucking no-show me, I'd blow up and fucking lose my mind, like I do on occasions, but it'd be more aggressive because now you're wasting my time. So, but I didn't
blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to really catch what happened. So, so fill me in. Where are we at now with what happened at Power Hour?
So you heard what was said, and it was pretty deep, pretty personal, even hurtful. And Steve took it to heart to the point where he said he's done. He's called. I don't know if he did. I have not even talked to Steve about this situation. I don't know if he called Nuke yet. And if he did he pull out of the match? Is the match happening now? Because he said he was not going to do the match after what Shaq said. Because he said some stuff that a lot of people have been saying about Steve. Now, we never said any of the shit that Shaq said. Let's just go on record and say we never went that far to say that Steve was a shitty person like that. That he was useless or whatever.
They're not.
That he doesn't belong.
Steve's half my content.
Right.
In a good way,
yeah. We said Steve just gets himself in shitty situations.
Exactly.
And then he bitches about it.
Yeah.
We just call him out in his shit.
The only time I've ever said anything bad about Steve is when Steve's relaying what I said to his people.
Right.
That's the only time. That's the only time I've ever said anything bad about Steve is when Steve is relaying it. Because I like to say, like, oh, Steve smells like a field of flowers. And then he gone to Power. I was like, Travis called me a thorny dandelion. Like, what?
What does that even mean?
Right.
Who knows?
But that's
Rachel will believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, Steve's, took it to heart again. And Nothing has been said. And notice, every match has its own graphic. That match doesn't. So is it even happening?
I think, because obviously I don't want to connect two different companies that aren't working together, but I mean, this is kind of coming off the heels of that interview he did with Frontline, Ben McCoy. Ben McCoy brought up, his mother and shit. And, it's like, a guy can only take so much, and I get it. And when there are times where, I give my opinion on what Steve's doing and why I disagree with it, and he goes on his show and just makes it sound more evil than what it is. And then I have to have those conversations pre-Rocket Pro before I'm about to work with the guy. Say, listen, we good. We figured this out. This is the misunderstanding and shit. You can only do that so much before you do say, hey, listen, not worth it. Done. I think we've all been there where people sit there and they dictate who we are as people without getting to know who we are. The only thing I can say on Shaq Jordan's part is hey, listen, if you want to have that kind of attitude, feel free to do so. I get that Steve, interjected himself into a match he probably shouldn't have. Steve went from calling you a generational treasure to, who you are now. But there's a line you just really don't cross, and you find it and you stay. You don't, because then you get shit like this. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out Saturday then, because
he may not even show up. Period. I heard he might be at Fan Axxess and then he's leaving. I don't know. Haven't heard from him.
I don't know. I was asked to do Fan Axxess. I haven't heard anything about commentary or where I'm needed beyond Fan Axxess. So my expectations is doing Fan Axxess and then join the show for the rest of the night.
Well, whatever you decide to do or they have for you or whatever you're doing, you get to enjoy a main event that is so personal. Like years worth of personal feelings. You got the 3 stages of hell, career versus stuff match. It's just a funny way to put it. Career versus stuff.
Yeah. And we talked a little bit about this when it was first announced and everything. And it's almost like Youth Gone Wild has nothing to lose, but the Freebirds have everything to gain from it. It's kind of it's like because technically what they possess isn't what belongs to them, right. And it's something that they stole years ago, something that we talked about when it happened, and didn't even know that it was another wrestler. We thought it was, some fans who broke into the Freebirds car and jacked their shit, at an event, and and for a while we didn't hear anything about it. It kind of just went away until Rocket Pro Wrestling. And then you find out, Youth Gone Wild stole the shit. The hell, they brought it to one of the shows, and it became so personal. There were moments where, you had to stop the show in order to kind of fix what was going on. Shelly got caught in the middle of it at one point, and it's a lot of Undertaker. Is that what you're doing?
I was just as confused as you are. I guess
we're doing their Maximus. Fucking
adjusting.
Jesus Christ.
Making myself comfortable while you guys were talking.
Oh God. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. And I know I made a lot of jokes about Nuke just gave his best friends contracts, because he did. It's just fine. Owners, they could, have stroke like that. That's fine. I gave Nubby a championship match this past weekend. We could do shit like that, because why not?
I didn't get one.
You could have.
I'm pretty sure I could have jumped right on in.
Yeah, I could be like, oh man, who am I gonna give it to? I'll give it to Apex or Nubby. Apex has a busted asshole or whatever, so I guess I'll give it to Nubby.
Wow.
Listen, did your shit not work? There you go, busted asshole.
Busted asshole. Okay.
But like I said, I think it just comes all to down this is do or die for the Freebirds.
Oh yeah.
It's all Freebirds need to win. Youth Gone Wild just has to stop them from winning. That's all this comes down to.
Yep. So yeah, Youth Gone Wild, Freebirds, 3 stages of hell. Straight up match for first stage. Second stage is weird, but interesting. Fans bring the weapons. For the love of everything that is holy, please, fans, don't be stupid about it. No sharp objects. No bombs. Nothing of the stupid.
We have to go over of what to bring for weapons.
I don't know. Santiago's gonna walk in with snakes and sparklers. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, that would be interesting. Sparklers are okay. Snakes.
Take my machete.
We'll see.
Take my machete.
It would not surprise me.
Star.
It would not surprise me if someone brought a machete.
How? Why would you let them in the door?
Well, they probably won't. But I'm just saying, fans are weird.
There was one show I went to. I think it was LW. There was one show I went to for LWF, long ass time ago, and they had one of those like fans bring the weapon matches and shit like that. And I remember them having a garbage can with all the shit people were trying to bring in that they're like no to. Pretty sure there was a katana in there. I'm not fucking sure. Pretty sure there was though.
My first SCW show had the bring the weapons. I saw JPH take on Aaron Xavier, and I had no idea what was going on, and that's what led me to join SCW because JPH told me to move. I didn't want to, and tried to throw Xavier at me, threw him in the ring, made fun of me, and I vowed I was going to go beat his ass one day. So there we go. That was how it all started.
If I had to predict, if people were smart, it's going to be a lot of cookie sheets and crutches.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's also affordable. Like, go grab that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I brought a guitar once, and I actually had "Don't Piss Me Off" on it.
Oh, please tell me it was
Double
used.
J one? Fucking double J one. Okay.
It wasn't used.
Damn,
for some reason. Now it was solid, like all together. When it was gonna be used in the match, somehow it was broken.
No, okay.
Mind you, I gave it to them fully
Perfectly pristine,
and then it was broke when the match started. And it was funny. Braun the Lumberjack was the one using it, and he saw it and he threw it down. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
I've seen what Braun done with guitars and shit. Fucking Ivan, poor guy.
Yeah.
But you know what? That could be a possibility too. I mean, it's gonna be fucking nutty, especially that second stage.
Yeah. But then here's the third stage if needed, and it's the most important stage of all. It's a ladder match, and all the stuff will be in a bag above the ring.
Can you imagine if they didn't need the third stage, the awkwardness of having to lower it down so they could grab it? Like, yeah, let's bring it down here. Let's go. Like, there you go, guys.
Well, yeah, that's Rocket Pro Wrestling this Saturday, May the 3rd, Kicks on 66 season finale. This is it. We're off for the summer.
Off for the summer.
It went by quick.
Seriously, I almost feel like it was just yesterday you and me were talking about the start of the season for you guys. So definitely went by quickly, and it sounds like it's a good show. And honestly, it was kind of interesting. We didn't talk about it for an hour and a half, 45 minutes.
Yeah, only an hour and 7. But
okay, it's still a great chunk of time, and we could keep going if we want.
Plus, we talked 10 minutes at the beginning about something I can't remember, but
yeah, that was an hour. So
it's fun though. But also can't remember, like Nubby said before we started the match card, Tuesday or tomorrow, Tuesday the 29th, 7 p.m. Right? Pizza Ranch, 7 p.m.
5 to 7.
5 to 7, yeah.
Now, that's a buffet, right?
Huh?
That's like a pizza buffet, like almost like a CC's used to be. But is it better?
Yeah. Honestly, I've never gotten a chance to eat their pizza. I've been giving it away and not being able to sample it myself.
You're a horrible Ninja Turtle. How the hell do you not eat the pizza there?
I do it for them. I give them before I give it to me.
For The Rock.
I did it for The Rock.
I give. I'm a giver.
I'm a giver.
Oh God.
I did it for the Rock. So yeah, so Pizza Ranch tomorrow the 29th, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Time if you're coming from Indiana for some reason. And then Fan Axxess is 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
2 to 4. So
Nice.
I'm not quite sure. I do know that me and Gabagool are going to be on the back half of it. I think they do have something kind of planned for the beginning. But obviously, during the entire Fan Axxess, wrestlers will be out there. You can get pictures with. Maybe Nubby will have some of his shit out there. You could take photos with him, maybe sign some shit. So.
Yeah, guys, get out there. It sounds like it's going to be a good time. And it sounds like there was free food involved as well. So that's usually where I show up to places.
Yeah. Ask Nubby where you could find a Faction Slayer shirt.
Ooh, where can you find a Faction Slayer shirt there, Nubby?
If you want an amazing turtle Faction Slayer t-shirt,
ad.
go to tpublic.com. Search just Freakin Wrestling or JFW.
Love it. I gotta get my shirts up on there when I get my new design too.
We gotta get you an Apex podcast shirt. Your wrestling shit, get on your own. Do that yourself.
Well, I got that, yeah.
I want to make money off your name over here. I'll figure it out.
That works. Just send over the document. I'll sign it.
I'll just put like Apex on the back. My shit works. So I'll just put like 1,000 different like nicknames for you and shit. Rated E for exhausting, like fucking A.
Oh man, we can have a field day with those ones.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's move right along for more match cards here. Nubby, I'm gonna let you pick because you do have 5 of them. I only got 1 of them. So you got C3, NWA, or Wrestle League. Which one you want to hit first?
I'm gonna go with NWA since I'm looking right at it.
Okay. Hell yeah, the NWA Chicago.
Yeah. So NWA Chicago presents the Fred Kohler Invitational.
Ooh.
And this is where we will have an official inaugural NWA Chicago champion.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, it's been going on for about a year now, NWA Chicago being a territory. So that's awesome.
They're not monthly though. I think they're like every 3 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah.
I saw some familiar faces on this card that are making debuts. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Nubby.
I'm gonna go tell you right now. Right here.
Yes. Thank God. I can't wait any longer.
NWA Chicago this Friday, May the 2nd at Studio 1, 1799 Green Bay Road in Highland Park, Illinois. Bell time is 7:30. Doors will be about 7 p.m.-ish, right around there. As for the tickets, I don't know what they are at the door, but if you were to go to the Eventbrite on their website, nwaliveevents.com, front row is $34.95 and general admission is $29.95. They are limited on front row. Into the matches we have. This is an interesting one. Stephen Flo will be taking on Eric Schultz. If you know Stephen Flo from Super Wrestlers,
yep,
he went viral.
Stephen Flo. I think Bill Burr was talking about him.
I think so.
I think it was Bill Burr. Yeah.
That's cool though.
That's awesome.
Drake Dahlman will be taking on Rafael Quintero.
God, that guy's everywhere.
Oh God.
He needs to be. That's the thing. Like it's not even like one of those like, God, I'm tired of seeing him. He is everywhere, and companies have wised up tremendously to bring him on. Like everyone just needs to have him on their shows. Dude, SCW needs to bring him in. That would be an amazing show.
Her wife said, "Bless you."
Okay, Travis said, "Bless you."
You're welcome. God damn, what's she doing? Sneezing devil out of her? Fucking A.
I mean, it's only a roof over.
So
great. Now you brought her over.
Hi.
Hey, that was aggressive as hell.
I know I'm a loud sneezer. You should hear me at work. I work at a dealership, and all the techs will like jokingly be like, "That's you," because they can just hear me through like the whole.
I'm gonna tell you right now. So as a side note, so my stepfather is my boss at my work, and his sneeze is so feminine. I think you guys swap sneezes because that was aggressive as hell. And he's just gonna be like, "A two." I'm like, Jesus, man.
What?
Oh, yeah. I got once in a while I call up the admin up front and I tell her, "Hey, bless you." Like that wasn't me. I'm like, I know.
Oh my goodness. I'll let you guys get back.
Yeah.
Special guest appearance, guys, Mrs. Apex.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just me and the whole family. Her, Stuart Little that came in earlier and
Oh, there's
stared
a
at the
little
camera.
demon that runs around. He's been in and out on the screen a
There
few
was,
times.
there was a child, yeah, with glasses, was staring like
Yeah.
he was trying to rip my soul out of my body. I'm like, come
Yeah.
get the fucker.
Yeah, that's the future right there. That's the one we all got to worry about the most.
There she comes. Oh, is that the devil? Yeah,
Yeah.
there he is.
The demon spawn.
There he is.
This is my future right
Oh, you guys got the same ear.
there. Yes, we do. We do.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm podcasting. What are you doing?
I'm calling. I calling Papa.
Call
What?
Papa. Okay.
You call
Apparently he's gonna
Papa.
call my
Saying
dad.
you're
So there
playing
you go.
Play-Doh.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, back to business.
Yes.
But for all those who are watching the stream, that was my son Gabriel. He is a humongous fan of my character Apex, less of me as a dad, which is hilarious. But he is definitely going to be the future with the direction he is going and how much he loves wrestling. So we'll see more of him later on.
How old is he?
He's 3, going to be 4 in August.
So, yeah, 14 years.
Yeah, plenty of time for him to become the
Yeah.
prodigy that he seems like he wants to
Yeah.
become. So
20 years.
yeah, 20 years. Okay.
Is that when he's retiring? 20
Yeah,
years?
that's when he'll retire.
There we go. Oh, all
All
right. SWA, what do we have?
We have two triple threat matches. I guess they are true. They are true.
They are true.
We have truthfully, there's 2 triple threat matches,
It's
and they are
true.
the semifinals in the tournament for the championship. We have Daisy Kill taking on Mario Pardua and Carson Drake.
Okay.
And the winner will face the winner of this match that I'm going to tell you about is Steve Oz, Charlie Adams, and Brian Idol. Now, I'm going to assume that the winners of each match will face each other on this night to become the first ever NWA Chicago champion.
So you think double duty that night for these 2 of the 6?
Yes,
Okay.
I'd say so. Because there's going to be a battle royal as well, and the winner of this battle royal will become number 1 contender for this championship. So the winner will face the winner of the tournament. So
Cool.
that's why I believe that we will have a new champion, or the first champion, if you will, this Friday.
That makes sense. Any interesting names that you've seen in this battle royal that you want to share?
I mean, I can
At least
probably.
one for sure that I don't really want to give him his time on, but I did see him on the poster. So.
You really want me to pull this up, don't you? You really want me to talk about this.
I don't want to give him his time and his credit, but he's got a new little hairdo that apparently wins.
Oh, are you talking about a crybaby?
Yeah, the crybaby champ that unfortunately I have to acknowledge.
We ain't got to acknowledge shit over here.
I mean, I'm just trying to be a good soldier.
Why?
Like, for that guy?
Look, I got to keep my mouth shut because the only thing that's all anyone's going to say to me right now is you're hurt, you're out, you don't get to run your mouth, you don't get to do this. That's fine. I'm going to save it all from whenever I make it back here. And I promise that anybody that's in the ring with me at that time frame is going to get a beating like nobody's ever been. I got a lot of pent up frustration behind me right now, so I cannot wait. But Turtle, go ahead and enlighten me on some of the people that could be in this match.
Well, I do see what looks like a Jake Painter, Adam Stallion, Sam Eli, Tully Bordarelli, Mateo Valentine, Kazile, or should I say Kyle Allen? I don't know
Yeah,
what he's
did
doing
he like
these
have a
days.
change now, right? Like he's not crazy anymore or
I
something?
think he had like the reverse of a nervous breakdown.
Oh, okay. So he had
I
a
don't-
breakdown before, and now he's back.
Listen, yeah. Nobody gets sane from a nervous breakdown. I guess
No.
he just feels defeated. But I guess what happens when you get defeated in a match. I don't know.
I mean, he was champ at one point, so I guess he got a
And now he's not.
Yeah, there
No.
you go. Okay.
He hasn't been a champion since Russell Rage. Just saying,
Yeah.
I was there.
It's been a bit.
Jax Johnson, Axel Rico,
Nice.
Lennox Leon, Jason Kill. Two guys I cannot really tell who they are. I don't think I know them. We got Maurice. And then there's some guy with a bandana on his head.
Is he crybaby?
He looks like a crybaby.
Looks like a crybaby. Okay. Oh, then
He
that's
looks
as
like
far as you can say. You know,
He looks
crybaby.
like he needs help to win matches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of those guys. Gotcha.
Yeah. But those are just some of the participants this Friday for the Battle Royal for #1 contendership to the new champion.
I think that's awesome.
Okay, fine. We'll just say his name, James Creed. Ha.
Yeah,
It could be
congratulations, James Creed, making his NWA Chicago debut. There you go. That's about as much time as we're gonna give him.
We acknowledge you.
Yeah, I gotta unfortunately talk a little bit about him later, so this is about as much as he's getting outside of that little realm.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. But we can move on from that.
Yeah.
As we got a tag team match, as it'll be Shelly Benson and Natalia Markova taking on Haven Harris and Tiffany Nieves.
Okay.
And then we have Brad Kevins taking on Metalhead.
I haven't seen Metalhead in a long time.
It's better you didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time personally I saw him, it was against Koa Loxamana. So, and that was it.
Was that the tables match?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
tables. That was. I'm sure he's wrestled since, but that was the last time personally I saw him. Or heard him.
Not to call anybody out or anything, but I think I remember a moment where he's on the top rope and he almost fucking shockmastered himself.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that almost happened.
Yeah. Well, it did, but that's fine. We don't need to acknowledge that.
No. That moment, yes, but I mean, other than that, I was like, what was the last time I saw him? I was like, it was a tables match. I guess it was Cole because I don't remember the opponent. I remember being a tables match. I remember being like either like on the top rope or like high up or something like that. And then I just remember the Shockmaster moment.
That's the one that's ingrained in your memory forever.
Yeah, that dude could win fucking everything under the sun. But like, remember when you were almost Shockmaster Jr.?
Oh dear God.
But
It's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. He won't touch me.
No. Fuck that.
We're fine.
He stole my Battle Royal title. I'm still pissed.
What a dick.
But I still managed him after that. What was I thinking? I wasn't.
Nick.
Anyway, side note, hold on a second. Has your family been hearing me this whole time?
Wait, what do you mean? Like everything
Like-
you said?
Like everything I've been saying, like talking like this whole
Oh
time?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like all this swearing and everything I've been
Oh,
doing?
yeah, pretty much. I'm actually shocked. I get yelled at, but because you're doing it on this, I mean, I'll just get yelled at later, or she doesn't care. I
Here's
don't
the thing, though. See, women
know.
love funny men, and I'm hilarious. So she hears me. She knows. There we go.
Uh-oh.
You should have told me they could hear me. I probably won't be able to control
Yeah.
the swearing, but okay. Am I loud? I mean, obviously she heard me from the other room, but
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
there she is. Hi.
It's funny is I can't see her out of the corner of my screen, but apparently you can. But I have a hung up heater that looks like a fireplace that has like a mirror. So I keep seeing them out of the corner of my eye coming around the corner, but apparently you see it through the actual lens. So
Yeah. There's two things I realized in this angle. You have a bathroom and a family. That's all I know.
yeah, that's as far as we didn't know for anyone else here.
Oh yeah. That's what I love about doing my show, man. It's just like, hey, whatever happens, happens. I don't have to edit everything, and that's the thing too, because nobody has to sit there and think like, oh, you probably cut that part out. I think I've cut out like maybe 2% of everything I've ever done on podcasting my entire life.
Yeah. Honestly, it's anything's good. We're all having fun time. That's all that matters. So
right, yeah. And people are like, oh look, Apex has a family. How the hell did that happen?
yeah, sympathy. Yeah, sympathy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah. So what does your wife have back there? Help me.
What?
Why is she going
Do
like
this.
this?
Do the thing. You're in danger.
Take that audio, listeners. Okay. Anyways, go ahead.
Maybe they'll actually go to the YouTube channel now.
But that is NWA Chicago, the Fred Kohler Invitational taking place this.
All right, I don't want to be that guy. Who is Fred Kohler? Like, exactly. Is it like a big name? Is it somebody that I really need to like research and find
We all
out?
need to research it at this point.
Okay, but either way, it's a good show. Get your butts on out there. NWA always put on a good show. A lot of big names on here. There's going to be possibly a championship crown that night, and we know a number one contender will be crowned that night. All you need to know. Get out there.
Yeah, get your butts out there.
Get your butts out there now and watch.
Get your butts
Yeah.
Guys, we just went total Cartman.
Hey, guys. Oh.
Oh, no.
So you-
Oh, no. What? I say Cartman, and you're just like, oh, yeah.
so your kid, right?
Uh-huh.
First off, adorable child.
He is. Yes, he is.
When I heard him talk, your wife to hear this.
It's
Okay.
fine.
So right now it's fine. So Jay has a kid. He's grown up now, but when me and Jay started doing this podcast, he used to bring his kids here all the time. His kid was younger, like maybe a year or so older than your kid now. I mean, we're talking 7 years ago, so he's like 12, 13 now. So back when he was like 6, 7.
Okay.
He used to be annoying as hell. And I used to compare him. And I don't know how much Netflix you watch, but you ever see the show F is for Family?
Not seen that one.
Okay. So for anyone who doesn't listen, who's ever seen F is for Family, it's a very graphic cartoon. If you have children, they cannot watch it. So
good to know.
There's this character, and I can't remember the character's name, but it's like a child wears glasses like your son does, and Jay's son did.
Okay.
And all the kid does in the show is, you know what, and 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 he's trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
Jay's kid used to do that all the time. He says like, so yeah, I went to school, and you know what, and we went out to play, and you know what, and I found this caterpillar, you know what, and I put it up on a stick, and you know what, and the lady said that eventually it's gonna make a cocoon and it's gonna turn into a butterfly, and I'm just like, as he's telling the story, I just look at him like, and you know what, and you know what, and you know what. But I say that because your kid, same voice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The moment he spoke in my head, I'm like, holy crap. He's
Jason.
Jerome, and you know what, and you know what.
Yep.
Adorable child, but that was the first. If you ever get a chance, look at that first. Just Google. Just go on YouTube and Google. Just put F is for Family, and you know what? You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm gonna do this as soon as the second we're done.
All right. POWW Entertainment's also this Saturday.
Nice.
We'll dive right into that. So it's gonna be at the American Legion Post 703 North Route 12, Fox Lake, Illinois. Door open's gonna be at 6. Showtime starts at 7. The tickets that are still available, you can get at POW. Just go to their Facebook page, go to their link, and I'll get your tickets. Pick them up. Okay, I'm not gonna. It's my show. Fuck it. I'm gonna assume this is the main event. So Mason Perks is our current POW champion. I could do this. I'll do it last.
Special treatment. Got it. All right.
I'll do it fine. As Nubby mentioned earlier, Kaziel, but now known as Kyle Allen, will be going one-on-one with Jay Scott. Acid Jazz will be going one-on-one with Ruthless Ramon Rodriguez. Josie Valentine will be going one-on-one with Crystal Carmichael, current SCW Women's Champion. Title's not on the line there, just facts. She wasn't there Saturday, so we won't talk about her during the results. There's going to be a triple threat for the POW Tag Team Championship match as Heroes of Our Time and BMI will try to take the titles from the Bad Hombre Cartel. Meat Hooks O'Bannon will be going up against his former partner Caven in a dog collar match. Mason Perks, current POW champion, will be going one-on-one with the POW Midwest champion Will Emery, and it's for the Midwest Championship. The only other thing that's kind of announced for this Saturday is Jimmy Blaze will be in attendance, and he's going to address the man or woman who attacked him earlier this year. Again, buy your tickets. You can pick them up. Just go to the link that's up. You grab the link off of POWW Entertainment's Facebook page, and again, it's going to be this Saturday up in Fox Lake.
Cool.
Okay. I like POW.
Yeah.
They always usually put on a good show. So
They do. Well, the fact that they have a show every single weekend through the month of May.
a little crazy, but all right.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about them every single week. So
Okay.
mostly match cards because they don't send me results, but that's on them, not on me. Nubby, Wrestle League or C3? Where you at?
Let's go C3.
There you go. Go ahead.
C3 presents Press Start 3, and it is this Saturday, May 3rd, 101 Joliet Street, Suite 400 in Dyer, Indiana. Here we are in Indiana now. Doors open at 12:30 p.m. Bell time is 1 p.m. Adults are $15, but $10 on Eventbrite. Kids are $10, but $5 on Eventbrite. All right, into the matches. We have Tony Thunder taking on Perfection. For the tag team titles, we have the ARC taking on Delirium. In a loser leaves C3, we have Classic Alpha taking on Sam Knight. Now, mind you, Classic Alpha, originally owner of C3, has been dealing with Mr. Young and the Governor. They have taken over C3 at this point.
And something happened at IPW that's kind of related to C3 too.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, I guess we'll go back to it when it happens, but we will have the C3 title is on the line, assuming D'Angelo Steele, who is the champion currently, will be taking on Nameless. Now, as mentioned, and we will probably bring it up again, Mr. Young, I guess you can say, repossessed the title or stole it.
I would go stolen,
Okay.
along with Rachel's arm. Yeah,
Yeah, he took Rachel's arm.
he did. He just smashed her arm. Rachel's a mannequin, Apex. Don't worry.
Not Power Hour Rachel.
Yeah. He didn't snatch the arm of somebody with a prosthetic.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
No, it was a mannequin.
Yeah.
And he
Okay.
came. Yes. Listen. And this is how the mind of Mr. Young kind of works. He could just took the title and ran, but he had to take a part of Rachel along with him too.
And mind you, D'Angelo Steele is Mr. Young's son,
Yeah.
Okay.
and Rachel is D'Angelo Steele's wife. So Mr. Young stole the arm of his daughter-in-law.
I believe it was the left arm too, so one with the wedding ring on it.
Which
Well,
makes
yeah.
total sense.
Let's just claim then, Jesus.
Yeah.
Mr. Young is an asshole. If you thought C-Red, the asshole, was bad, no, Mr. Young is the biggest asshole of all assholes. And I've met Damian Saint.
There was a moment at IPW where I was proud of my laziness because for a while, who's that annoying merchandise girl at RPW? The one that says like "eat ass" or something. I don't know what the hell she does. Who's that? You know what I'm talking about? Rocket Pro Wrestling. The one She sells Maximus's Twitch crap. You know who I'm talking about. She sells merchandise.
Deneen?
There we go.
Deneen?
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't she say something like eat ass or something like that?
Shut your ass.
Okay, there we
Shut
go.
your
Close
ass.
enough. Yeah, close enough.
Oh,
So during the show, she would so when the ref, which side note, going forward for anyone from IPW, if you're listening, just as an encouragement, they're saying give the title to the announcer. It's just easier. But she kept running up to the ref, grabbing the belt, and running it over to me. That's why there's a picture of me holding two different titles because I was holding the titles for that match. I also held the title for the Zero Gravity title. Well, when the C3 championship was going on and everything, there was no, what did you say, Deneen. There was no Deneen. She was probably grabbing booze or something. She's Shelly's whatever. She's probably grabbing something to drink. So the ref just laid the belt on the ground, and then you get annoying ass Nani over here. It's like, go grab that title. I'm like, I'm not grabbing the title. It's already sitting there. It's fine. Well, thank God, because if I was holding that title and I'd had Mr. Young come at me and then Steele come at me and everything, and I had to get involved in that stuff, I'd probably own the VFW right now because I'll take a fall. I'll dive, whatever. Thank God.
You're swinging at him with the belt, but no, you're like a fall.
Yeah, no, I just LeBron James that. I don't give a shit, just I'm like, yeah, thank God my laziness kicked in. I was like, I'm not walking all the way over there to grab that belt. Yeah, beeline out. Listen, I love Mr. Young. I don't care what anyone says. I think this guy's cooler than C-Red. And I love C-Red when C-Red was doing his thing. This is a whole different. This is Mr. Young being honest. You can look at C-Red, loving entertainment. Well, Mr. Young loves business, and business works. So he can be an asshole all he wants. He's okay in my book. I love Mr. Young, my guy.
Come on, he attacked Renee Van Peebles at the shoot job.
Listen, and Damian Saint attacks you, but I still like what he does for business. Is he right all the time? No. But he also gets on Steve's nerves, and that's really what this is all about.
I'm sure if Steve was there, he would have been pissed.
I'm sure Steve would. Yeah, I'm sure Steve would probably have blocked him going out the door and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Now listen, is everything he does good? No. What he did to RVP was horrifying. But when it comes to business, I can respect what he's doing for it. I mean, he wants the money. He wants to cash checks. I can respect that. So.
All right. We have the best of the Midwest Gauntlet, as it will be Joseph Ira Credit against Jay Leone, Kenny Nine, Blake Malroy, and Nick Diamond. And then for the Urban Culture Championship, we have Marcelo Spade, who is the current champion, taking on the Cobra. And that was the C3 card for this Saturday. Check it out.
Awesome. Cool. Last match card we got is Wrestle League, and that's also you, Nubby.
Yes, it is.
I'll be busy this week. Man.
Nubby's usually busy. Can you imagine how much
always...
you'd have to do if you weren't here? It'd be insane.
I mean, at least 2 tonight.
It was always the tip.
I would have your SCW, and you would have everything else. So.
He's not wrong.
No, that's exactly what it is. Like, I would have to have one more. He'd have everything else.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah. So we got Wrestle League, and they present Lucha de Mayo, or de Mayo, whatever you want to call it.
Depends on if you like mayonnaise or not.
Yeah.
Probably.
Something.
And it takes place Sunday, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And also with you.
It's actually my anniversary, so it's fun.
Cool.
So if anyone wants to send me something.
Did you have a Star Wars wedding?
We did not, but I did find out from my groomsmen they were bribing the organist to play the Imperial March as my wife was coming down the aisle. And she is like 98 pounds at that time and like 5'2". I looked at all of them. I'm like, if you ever wanted your ass beaten by somebody that small, that's how you do it. She is not aggressive at all. I'm pretty sure she would have murdered all of them.
Listen, she wouldn't have to raise a fish. Just sneeze at him and blow him away like the fucking wolf.
Jesus.
Like, how dare you ruin my wedding? Ah!
And now they're gone. I think we're good.
Good, she's not there. We're fine.
So the show takes place at Magoo's, where Ultimate Gauntlet has their shows. 6550 South Maynard Avenue in Bedford Park, Illinois. Doors open at 5 p.m. Bell time 6 p.m. General admission is $20. We have about 4 matches that have been announced. I will save this one match for last because I want to make the joke.
Okay.
We'll start with Brittany Kay. Will be defending the women's championship against Natalia Perez. We have the tag team titles as Rozzy and Jesus DeSafio are going to plan to take back what they lost at the last event as they take on No Priv, Trick Davis, and Joseph Von Yeager, who are the current tag team champions. We have Lulu La Reina taking on Muscle Mommy, Maya Carras. And then we have Quinn Whittick taking on Rapid Fire Tommy Gunn. And no, I am not talking about you, Tommy. So sit your ass down.
You know,
The fact that there's more than one in this general area is astonishing to me.
the fact that there's 2 people out there saying, like, hey, no, it'd be a cool wrestling name. The bad guy in Rocky 5.
Tommy the Machine Gun, who's actually based on a real boxer who was legit.
I believe it. I believe
Yeah,
it.
he was.
Right now, though, this rapid fire Tommy Gun, I want him to team with Tommy Gun. And we'll just call him the Stupid Haircut Club. And
Tommy Two Tone. Call him Tommy Two Tone.
Yeah, call him Double Barrel.
Oh, I mean, you're onto something there, actually.
I know, right? Right. I once came up with a gimmick for a buddy of mine called Buckshot, and he'd do a pump handle slam called the pump shot. No, what was it called? It's called
I
something.
would have come up with the Buckshot, honestly.
It was something. He was called his name was Buckshot,
Okay.
and he was doing a pump handle slam. I can't remember the name of the finisher involved like a double barrel or something, like double barrel slam or something like that. But yeah,
Oh,
I know shit. Just nobody ever wants to hire me for gimmicks and stories and bookings. And well, that's a lie. I am a general manager of High Voltage, but
They just don't listen to you. But hey.
hey, Flat Top, I got some ideas for the main card. Stay in your lane, kids.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at her. Or him. I don't know who it is.
Damn, it's the boy.
It's the boy.
It's the boy. What are you doing?
Yo, boy. It's your boy.
Acknowledge me. And you know what?
Thank you for
And
the
you know
podcast.
what? And you know what?
All right, little Apex, big Apex. Let's finish this up together, okay?
Where are their names? Your guy?
You guys can introduce
What
yourselves.
are you, a cop? What's all the questions?
I'm not a car.
You know who that is.
I'm not a car.
Oh, you're not? Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying. I was worried at first.
Yeah.
I'm Gabriel.
Are you?
I'm not Tom.
You're not Tom. Who's Tom?
I don't know who Tom is. I don't want to know who Tom is, but
You're with Tom. You scabby.
Wait, hold on. Do you think I'm Tommy Gun?
oh
Yeah, you're Nerf gun.
Nerf gun?
I've never told 4-year-old go to hell before. My mic.
god. You want to be first for everything.
No.
Oh, I'm Travesty, kid. Travesty.
That's
I got-
Travis T.
Yeah, I'm technically your
That's-
dad's boss in 2 different ways.
In a way, yeah. And then that's Turtle. You know Turtle.
Hello.
You watched me wrestle Turtle.
Hello. Turtle.
Yep.
Yeah, you like Turtle.
Hello. Are you a turtle?
Are you a turtle?
I am a turtle.
He's an amazing turtle. Okay,
Amazing.
guys. We got to finish this up? So can you guys go be good for a little longer?
You just said hi.
And we'll finish
I
up.
didn't even get to talk to them.
You can say hi, Laurel. Say hi properly.
Hello.
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 Did you say her name was Laurel?
This is Laurel.
Like the
Come on.
thing on Instagram or on social media where if it says Laurel
No.
or Yanni.
There is that, but that's not what it was from.
No.
You've actually mentioned the show earlier in the show of where she got her name.
I don't remember. Green Arrow?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
we
nice.
walked in Laurel Lance, and we thought, hey, why not?
Nice. Laura's a good name. It's just I'm waiting for the day where you introduce her like, oh, this is my daughter Laura. Oh, what's up, Yanni?
That joke has popped up a lot, and I've almost
Has it? Ah, yeah,
Yes.
awesome. Awesome. That's cool.
Why'd you take that off?
All right, guys, let me go finish up, and I will see you guys.
Oh, okay.
soon.
Hey, Laura,
Bye.
Laura, I got a question.
Hey,
Real quick.
and
Laura,
Travis has a
question.
question for you.
I got a question. So earlier, you were asking your dad how to spell words.
Yes.
Was that for a card you were making for him or your mom?
I was writing in a book that I got from Valentine's Day, and I need help spelling.
But who was it for? Was it anything in particular?
No, I just like writing.
Okay,
stuff.
so it was for nobody. It was just for writing.
Ah, okay, gotcha. So just to be clear, you are not. So just to be clear, you are not writing something sweet to your father.
No.
No, but
Oh, no, that's it. That's all
we
I
need
need.
it. Okay, all right, honey.
So I
Okay,
wanted to
okay.
put
Okay.
sweet stuff.
You guys,
Okay,
let me finish up.
This is
You
what,
guys
this is
be
what
good.
happens when Daddy's not in the bedroom.
Well, that or my office, right?
That's what
So-
she said.
Ah,
Oh,
that's a good one, actually.
keep it by now. Keep it by. This isn't my fault that this show's gonna go past 2 hours now. Not on
No,
me.
no, this is not.
It's not on me.
This one's
It's not-
on me this time.
That's what I mean. Family. The family visits supersedes my ranting this time. It's awesome.
It's a different show. It's a different show.
Yeah, right. Who says we're not kid friendly?
Don't mind all
we
the
didn't.
swearing
Hey,
earlier.
we didn't
on.
swear once at all when they were there.
I know, right?
You've
And
been
people,
doing great.
see, the only problem is now now my gimmick's gonna be ruined because people are like, oh well, Travis's really sweet to kids. Like, I'm gonna tell a couple of them to go fuck themselves again. Jesus.
I mean, you pretty much told my kid to go to hell, so you know.
I said I think I might have to
Refrained
because
with
I
the
thought
fuck.
he was calling me Tommy Gun at first. I was like,
I mean, you could have told me I need you to punch your son. I probably would have done it right there.
ah, God, no, absolutely not. No, your kid's fine.
They're like, whoa.
His name's Gabriel, for God's sakes. I'm gonna take that as a religious sign and be okay with it. I'm
Partial his name, yes. Gabriel Matthew. He's got both
Perfect.
archangels. So
excellent. Then that's all that matters. He'll be fine.
yeah. He's got,
Nubby, is there anything else for Wrestle League?
No, that's it.
was all
Only
that was
4
announced.
matches have
now,
been
I
announced.
did have a question on that. Wasn't Nia Kalas the number one contender for Brittany's title? Yet she's not getting the title.
Yes.
I'm
You
confused.
know
here.
what? You bring up a good point.
I mean, I
She
tried
did
to pay
win.
attention, but
She
you
did
know,
win number one contendership, but someone else became number one contender.
there might be a story there. There might be a story.
Someone's in trouble.
Oh, jeez. Well, you could. Hey, wait. She's gonna be at Pizza Ranch tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Find out there.
Ooh, get a Nubby exclusive.
Yeah, get a Nubby exclusive on this one.
They
Fortunately,
have to.
my and her husband, I was friends with her husband, and we don't talk as much, so I can't get you an inside scoop anymore.
All right.
So you're just filling this spot with information that's useless. Cool.
Yeah. I figured I'd just throw it out there.
Yeah.
All
Hey, there
right.
was one time I used to talk to somebody that maybe would have been help, but I can't help you.
Yeah, can't help you anymore, so it's on Nubby now.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeah,
Okay.
just want you guys to.
All right.
Like he's gone.
Where are we going? Where are we going now?
Okay, so we got recaps of Frontline Pro, Ultimate Combat Gauntlet, Midwest, SCW, Ego, and IPW. IWA Productions did have their show this past weekend, but we got no results. And we'll update you on their next show, right? There's no
Yeah.
anything to announce or no?
Nothing new announced.
Okay. Pax hasn't talked ever, so let's give him the one thing he had. Well, Ego Pro. Let's start with that. Let's start with Ego Pro and you get on with SCW.
That's funny. You start me with Ego Pro. I did reach out to Ego Pro because they did have their show this past weekend in Shorewood. And my when I requested for the results was it was sold out. That is what Robert Ego decided to tell me. So they did have a huge crowd. I heard at least 500-600 people there. They ran out of standing room as well. I mean, it was open bar for anyone that spent $100 and got a front row seat. The matches, like Ego Pro is a little different, is they're not really doing matches for story. They do just like to entertain the fans. And they like to bring people in and just have a good time. There was supposed to be a very big name that I will not reveal just because they did determine they were not going to show up. The reason why they were in town, though, was for Mongo McMichael's funeral. So that any indication, it was somebody pretty big, but I don't want to spoil anything for any future opportunities down the road for that. But that could have been kind of cool. The only real stuff that I saw for this weekend was Chico Suave versus Robert Anthony was the final match of the night. And this is where I said there was kind of like a Rocket Pro thing going on. Former Rocket Pro members, Gunner Brave and Koa Laksamana, came out and beat the hell out of Ego with Chico Suave and referee Brian, all putting him through what looked like a door or a table. Interesting thing to do to your boss, but that is pretty much what happened there. Shows you success, though. It's had a lot of good matches all in all. I just wish I could have got some results of who actually won what, but they don't care about that. They just want to have a good show. So it's why I say, guys, make it out. You never know who's going to be there. Unfortunately, this one didn't work out to be the good surprise.
Oh, good to know. Nubby, Frontline Pro. Let's start there.
I will get into Frontline Pro, but we have a breaking news.
Breaking news
from Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Oh.
There has been a special enforcer added to the 3 Stages of Hell match.
Oh,
and
God.
I think this is...
Oh, no.
Okay.
Travis, guess.
Well, my first guess would be Nuke.
No.
It's not? Oh, geez,
No.
It just seems like something he put himself into.
I'll give you the biggest hint of all.
Okay, gotcha.
Not a member of the Rocket Pro roster. Never has been in Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
No, but that would be fucking awesome.
That'd be awesome. Oh, well, how about Gordy's daughter?
No, but also awesome. Also awesome. Yeah.
Is it me? Am
No.
I it? No.
Never in Rocket Pro. Do they wrestle in the Midwest but never been in Rocket Pro?
Dude, he's I guess you can say maybe a legend in Chicago wrestling.
Oh, Terry Allen.
No, but
oh, okay.
close.
I thought you meant self-proclaimed legend. Okay. Hunter Payne.
No.
Lunatic.
No.
Ronda
Windy City, definitely a Windy City alum. We'll go with that.
Ooh, okay.
Narrow it down.
Damn. Okay.
Windy City alum.
Never been in Rocket Pro. Kind of a legend.
Sam DeCero.
No, but we're getting there. You're
Windy City.
on the path. You're on the path of the Windy City alum here.
God.
Were they a member of a faction?
He could have been. I don't remember what faction that was, but
is it Jimmy Blaze?
No.
Damn.
He has a show.
Look, I'm naming who I know. I got nothing.
I don't know. It's because I'm gonna say no. I mean, there's more explanation on what I could say, but no, I'm gonna say I don't know.
All right, I'll just go. Yeah. Mike Anthony.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot. I
forgot about Mike Anthony.
My next guess was gonna be Mike Sampson.
Who's the dude that beat me up in the battle royal?
It could have been any one of them guys.
It could have been any one of those guys. Yeah. I just remember turning around and getting just demolished by someone from Windy City.
It could have been Mike Anthony. Could have been Terry Allen. It could have been.
I would have remembered Terry Allen. I just remember Terry Allen leaving me alone in a battle that I was trying to help him with, but that's another story.
Why Mike Anthony though?
I mean,
well, I have been noticing him in the crowd lately.
Okay.
And he has in another company helped Youth Gone Wild.
Would that be Defiant?
No, and we will not go. We will not go into any more details.
Yeah, I don't want border jump.
I'm good.
No.
Okay. Hey, there we go. So, Mr. Anthony's gonna be enforcing. Is it now? He's out there during the whole match then?
Yeah, special enforcer.
Good for him. Okay, cool. Okay. Maybe during the access I could kind of ask Nuke why. That's kind of interesting.
That is an interesting.
Okay, cool. Frontline Pro.
All right, we're gonna go to Frontline Pro. Just let me scroll on up, back to it where I was. All right, Frontline Pro, and thank you, Steve, of the Power Hour, for sending me the results.
Thank you, Steve. We appreciate you.
We do. Now, the call shot ladder match was changed. It no longer became the call shot ladder match. It just became a regular ladder match because Joe Alonzo had vacated the Bakerville Championship. Don't know why. Maybe we'll find out down the line why Joe Alonzo did this. So I don't even know if he was in the building or not. That detail was not present. So his opponent, who was supposed to be Jared Jax, got inserted into this ladder match, and he ended up getting the win. So he is the Bakerville champion. So a lot of things changed. Even a match that was scheduled got canceled. Car subject to change. We learned that.
Always. Yep. You experienced that this weekend, and we'll go over that.
I did. Now, Avalon and Ben McCoy, who were in that match, made a challenge to the Rapture to a no DQ handicap match for that moment. So all four members, I believe, came out for this handicap match. But it went to a no contest. I don't know how a no DQ match becomes a no contest, but hey. And then Sierra came out in for the save. And I believe it'll be Honor Bound. And that whatever the next show is, I think it's Honor Bound. Is that the big May show that they're having?
Yeah, it sounds right.
Well, either way, the next show.
Is it the next one or is it the one after? Because I think they have two shows.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, look, I look real quick while you're writing through your stuff. Teamwork, brother.
Okay, yeah, it is Honor Bound as it's right in front of me. As Steve put Honor Bound. Thanks, Steve.
Glad I can help.
So the match will be the Rapture taking on Joey Avalon, Ben McCoy, Sierra, and a special guest. Don't know who it is yet.
Okay.
Honor Bound's not till the 24th. I could have sworn they had one in the middle of May.
Maybe they're saving. Maybe that because that's a big show. They're just not going to have it.
Yeah,
in between.
I mean, looking at the flyer, you got RVD and Mr. Anderson both on it.
As far as I know, RVD has been pulled out of this show.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he injured himself over WrestleMania weekend.
I just assumed he got so high, he assumed 524 was 420.
It could happen.
It's always high, so.
So that's a big match, and I can't wait to see who the special guest is. Don't know. I think it should be Steve. Why not?
Yeah, why not? You know, dude's got to get his shit in.
Yeah. Well, and if he gets hurt, it's my fault. No, it's not. It's his fault. He could have said no.
No, it's not him.
Yeah. MPH defeated Thunder and Lightning. Josh Price retained his championship over TJ Maddox. Rory Shield defeated Sierra by cheating, of course. Warhorse defeated Sam Eli, and from what I understand, was one hell of a match. Sam Eli is one hell of a competitor, so I can understand. And so is Warhorse.
I do like Eli. Awesome, dude.
And then Ben Evanson defeated Jay Leon and Disco Ray to retain the Battle Championship. And that was Frontline Pro.
Okay. All right, Nubby, take a breath, man, and give us Ultimate Combat Gauntlet.
take a breath and then get back to your job.
Oh yeah, because you got
do
two
work.
more after it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so Ultimate Combat Gauntlet. I better scroll down a little bit more and
That's right. Yeah, one more after that. You're good. Yeah.
let's do this the old school way because of how things took place. All right, Jax Johnson defeated Killer Lee. Joey Pearson defeated King Trell. Lucia Ludacris and Connor Core defeated by the book in a tag team matchup. Hans Carden defeated Enzio Orlandi. I guess stop saying Enzo. It makes me want to say Enzo Amore.
My name is.
How you
What? Sorry, go
how
ahead.
you doing? Cup of haters.
Cup of haters.
Haters, huh?
Cup of haters.
Kenny Sutra retained the Ultimate Combat Gauntlet Championship over KJ Carter. And then we had I believe, a last man standing match between Chris Miller and Doom Montgomery. And went to a no contest as Sutra took them both out. And I think it's because it was for number one contendership. And Sutra just didn't want to face either one of them. And that is Ultimate Combat Gauntlet.
Okay. MCW happened this past weekend.
It did.
Midwest Championship Wrestling, for those of you. In the pre-show scramble, the likes of Trent Wrigley, Akira Gonzalez, El Pringal, and Bayou Bill, in which Trent Wrigley was awarded an official MCW roster spot after successfully defeating the other three competitors in the scramble match.
Nice.
In a triple threat match, the Bomb Eric Surge won against War God, Aries Creed, and Ethan Everhart. The general manager of MCW is Damien Saint. For those of you who don't know, he's also the general manager of Rocket Pro Wrestling.
Asshole.
There we go. That guy.
Excused.
He surprised the audience while being in attendance with an impromptu fatal four-way match, including Miraculous Leslie Michelle, Big Hoss Hippie Reagan Lydale, the head diva Davina Thorne. Davina?
Right. That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. And my favorite, Blair Onyx, the Arachnid. God, I love that girl.
She scares me.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm into it.
Yeah. I don't blame you. It just scares me. It's interesting.
She does for me what Jimmy Carrot does. Just different ways.
Wait. Okay.
Reagan Lydale picked up the victory in that fatal four-way. The following match was a 2-out-3 falls tag team match between White Meat, featuring Robbie Reeves and Stone Ambrose, taking on the Mutants, Black Sheep, FXB, the Black Sheep, FXB, and Lizardman. The Mutants were successful after finally defeating White Meat after coming up short in their last two matchups, and resulting in White Meat now being 2-1 at Midwest Championship Wrestling, Illinois.
I think they're still trying to figure out their tag team champions, so that could be interesting how that could determine from there. So it's kind of cool.
MCW United States Championship Open Challenge was issued by Rafael Quintero. Diamond in the Rough, Rafael Quintero addressed the audience with his fire and passion for the being able to deliver. Jesus. Okay. Hold on. The Diamond in the Rough, Rafael Quintero addressed the audience with fire and passion for being God, who fucking writes this shit? Oh, that's it. The Diamond in the Rough, Rafael Quintero addressed the audience with his fire and passion for the being able to deliver the best performance. Okay. I see what's not supposed to be there.
Okay.
The Diamond in the Rough, Rafael Quintero addressed the audience with his fire and passion for being able to deliver the best performance possible to the audience by issuing an open challenge to see which one of the MCW roster members would step up to his challenge. As a result, big pitcher Nick Cotis shockingly made a surprise appearance at Midwest Championship Wrestling as he went one-on-one against Quintero for the U.S. Championship. Quintero ultimately retained the championship in a hard-fought victory when Nick Cotis began to attack Quintero after the match. The team of White Meat ran out and began to help Cotis stomp out the U.S. champion after the match. Mutants then came running in to help, fending off White Meat and Nick Cotis. Quintero then issued a challenge to both White Meat and Cotis for a 6-man tag team match on June 28th at MCW's Jimmy Smooth Memorial Show at Skydive Chicago.
Yes.
We have yet to determine if Damian Saint will grant Quintero's open challenge. So that has not been confirmed yet. The challenge has been set, not set in stone yet. I think Saint would, though. I think Saint does what's best for business, and I think a 6-man tag between these two would be the best for business.
Sounds like a really good match.
Oh, yeah. A triple threat tag team elimination match. Fuck yeah, eliminations. The OGs, Mason Conrad and Joey Marks, took on Risky Business, Calvin Kelly and Cash Kennedy, versus Jack Valor and Eddie Grayson. MCW fan favorites Valor and Grayson picked up the win over the OGs. MCW Championship match. Eric Schultz took on Axel Rico. Eric Schultz retained the MCW Championship as he continues to showcase why he is the standard of excellence. Well, that's because Schultz gets results, man. Saw that on Saturday. At MCW by outsmarting the newest acquisition to MCW's roster and Axel Rico. As they both gave it their all in an entertaining and hard-fought matchup that had fans in attendance at the edge of their seats. Rico, although still new to MCW, has proven that he is the unbreakable workhorse. Oh, God, please let the workhorses come out because of that. And had one hell of a display of passion to win over the MCW audience.
And he's a fan favorite pretty much everywhere he goes, as far as I'm concerned.
He is. Rico's up there with Quintero and stuff, man. I mean, it makes sense why you see them everywhere, you know?
Oh, God, yeah.
And it was weird, too, because when Rico went through that injury, you think that would have slowed him down and everything, but as soon as he came back, he just hit the ground running. POWW Entertainment, CSW, MCW, so.
Well, it sounds like something I should try doing then.
Yeah, right? Yeah, once your asshole gets prepared.
Yeah.
Chris Wildcard Mercer took on AMB in a street fight. After an intense few months of mind games and personal attacks from Chris Wildcat Mercer to Austin Michaels Baldridge, AMB, these two went to war as they competed in a street fight in the main event. Ottawa's very own AMB walked into the Skydive Auditorium with the MCW fans behind him going into this matchup. Things began as the two quickly started with an intense trade of punches, leaving both competitors to spill outside the ring, causing the action to intensify as the crowd was extremely invested into the outcome of this matchup. After Mercer brutally hit AMB in the head with a steel chair, AMB was in jeopardy as he was busted open, leaving everyone in attendance concerned. Chris Wildcard Mercer then proceeded to dump out a bag of thumbtacks inside the ring, showing everyone in attendance that he is going to put an end to AMB's career. END to AMB's career. By giving him a massive suplex out of the corner and finishing the matchup off with a brutal running knee that left AMB bloody and beaten in the middle of the ring. And fans were completely shocked in the result of Chris Wildcat Mercer defeating AMB in the street fight.
I hope they can get over their problems.
Say that again?
I hope they can get over their problems. This has been going on for a long time with these two, dating back to Mercer feeling like AMB was the reason why he got hurt. I think it was a match at another company, and it's just spilled over to MCW, and then the comeback came around. I kind of hope that this is finally going to get behind both of them so they can go their separate ways and achieve something else. Otherwise, it's gonna implode. Like, that's part of my personal feeling on it. But congratulations to Mercer. on that one.
Yeah, and obviously A&B being a fan favorite, standing ovation for a hot fought battle, got helped off the ring and everything. June 28th is Skydive Chicago's next show. It's going to be the Jimmy Smooth Memorial Show. Side note here, during intermission, MCW presented referee Jerry Dennis with the first ever inaugural Ref Devin Anderson Memorial Award to honor MCW's Referee of the Year.
Awesome.
Say it again?
Very well deserving.
The award will be handed out every year at MCW Illinois in June at the Jimmy Smooth Memorial event. This award embodies the same qualities and values that referee Dev Anderson has provided to many promotions. Devin Anderson was a well-respected and well-beloved member of the professional wrestling through the Midwest scene and always was willing to help and support everyone he was able to work with. MCW, although being a new promotion, and made Devin Anderson their head official and will continue to keep his legacy alive through the embodiment of this award. Those were words written by MCW, not me. I will not take credit for those, just so you know. So MCW did write that stuff. So it's cool that they're going to have an annual award to remember him that they're going to give out at the Jimmy Smooth Memorial Show every June. So next show for MCW is June 28th out in Ottawa. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Obviously, we'll cover the match card when it becomes available.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Can Dad finish, please?
No.
Too bad. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, buddy.
So close. We got what, 2 more? Nubby, IPW, brother.
All right. So IPW returned after hiatus. And I'm just going to say this, and it's one of those situations that you had to be there to understand what took place. But a line that came from Rion Skills himself, I'm not trying to get pregnant.
I have so many questions right now. I understand you said you had to be there, but I have a lot of questions.
I'll tell it off the air.
Okay, thank you.
So we had a Q&A session involving Rion Skills. You could ask anything and everything, and no, this had nothing to do with the pregnant part of it. This was before the show even took place. Everything was asked under the sun, I'd say, from what I understood, from what I was hearing. But someone did come out to actually ask a question, and I believe if things took place in this order, Skylar Reed came out. Travis, do you recall?
So as far as an order of like everyone coming out, like so everyone who so Skylar Reed came out first, but he came out after and I didn't catch the dude's name, but he was asking about the heritage in like Mexico and wrestling. And he was kind of talking about like if Rion believed in like I guess otherworldly beliefs as far as ghost spirits and stuff like that. He invited the dude into the ring, which in my opinion, if somebody in the crowd starts talking to you about ghosts and spirits and afterlife, I don't want them anywhere fucking near me. But Rion welcomed him into the ring, and dude, obviously, he was there to make a statement because he was dressed to wrestle. And that's when Skylar Reed kind of came out, and it looked like it was an unbooked, impromptu matchup between the two. So, yes, Skylar Reed was the first to come out.
So, indeed, it was a matchup, and Skylar Reed did defeat, and it is, to my understanding, Rion called this guy Alexander Morgan.
That's what he said. Like his name was like Nobre Alejandro. It was so long, and like I know the dude said it. I know he said Nobre first. Rion heard Alexander Morgan, and I'm never gonna say Rion's wrong, so I'm gonna go with what he said. So, yeah. Dude could go though. I mean, the dude could go, and obviously, Skylar Reed showed that he can hang as a singles competitor. You know, which again, that's why I'm hoping this blindfold match on Saturday kind of just ends this and they could part ways without having to go any further into it. So
Perfect.
what do you call like the viral infection Canadian or something?
I don't know. Too many names. So then I guess after all that took place, more stuff took place as Whiplash came out and talked about, his baseball team. But I believe Damian Great also came out to talk shit.
Yeah. So after the match happened, Ryan got back into the ring, I think, to officially start the show. That's when Thad Bro came out and was talking about like he had some unfinished business with Rion, where Rion said like they haven't had a show, and I think it was like since November, I believe he said. So nobody cares about anything from there, but obviously Thad still did. Damian Gray came out, still kind of wanted to relive the past, talking about the showcase match he was going to have or the exhibition match he was going to have with Rion later on tonight. And that's where he started yelling at the children, which I wasn't at the last fundraiser, but I think he also yelled at those kids at that time too.
Yep.
Yeah, so he came out and started yelling at them, like threatening to traumatize the kids and everything. The one that stuck out to me the most was the woman that came out. I can't remember her name. You mentioned her name. I can't remember it though. The girl that came out, Erin, that came out, and I don't remember her, but she's pretty much just came out there and accused Rion of trying to hold her down in IPW, regardless of the years of service she has in this business.
Okay, so I've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
She was an LWF, manager / wrestler. Supposedly Acid's little sister. I don't know how that happened. That was an LWF thing. Maybe there was some kind of family issue at that time. Maybe you'll have to look into it and the family tree. Travis.
I don't have to look into it. I know the family tree, and the only younger sister he has is 30 years old, living in Nashville. So, just saying.
Well, then there was some.
That lady's crazy. She's a lunatic.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, she did act a little crazy because she got in Rion's face and blaming him.
If I would have known any of that, I would have 100% talked to her. Be like, hey, listen, I heard you you claimed to be my cousin. And then when I told her she wasn't, I probably would have asked her out because she was nutty and I'm into that.
Well,
not the cousin thing, the lunatic thing. I'm not that South in Illinois.
We dig crazy chicks.
I love crazy chicks.
So she was blaming, Rion for her not being part of the IPW showcases.
He said that she made her a ring girl.
I guess maybe
wrestling.
Grabbing the the gear, bringing it to the back, help with chairs, whatever. I don't know what the issue is. I mean, I get it, been around for so long, but I don't know. But how are you gonna blame Rion when he's just the liaison? He has no authority unless he's told to have authority.
Yeah, he's just kind of like the go-between. It's the ownership, which I think somebody challenged the ownership to come out, and obviously they're not going to make an appearance. No one's ever seen the ownership from IPW.
No,
because they make Rion the face of IPW. That's Rion doesn't get to dictate it. He just enforces what is determined by ownership. So, but that's why he becomes a scapegoat, and I get it. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm. Not only was she blaming Rion, she blamed the Reprisal, her own group, just because Gustavo's been on some showcases, and she was never invited.
Yeah.
So they got to the ring, and there was just so much blah 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 blah. That Rion just said, "Well, we have a match to start. We're gonna start this match now." So they were in the ring, and then their opponents came out. And who were the opponents? Oh, that's me. I was one of them.
That guy.
This guy. Now, well, I should backtrack. At this moment in time, the current trios champions, the Reprisal,
Yeah.
set to defend their titles against me, Sean Danger, Pizza and Beer, and then Dizzle Tracks. We went out there and I could skip through all the shenanigans, all the bullshit, other than Aaron fucking up and hitting her own guy with a chain. I called her a dumbass for it and yelled and laughed at her. And then we won the trios titles. As you can see, the title over my left shoulder. Yeah, left shoulder.
There was, and what was wild is because we'll talk about it when we cover SCW with Danger making his debut on High Voltage. The aggressiveness that he showed in the trios match, I've never seen that. Like I've never seen how aggressive he's been in the ring like that before. It's impressive. It shows that he isn't just an alcoholic.
Well, go watch his match with Damian Gray if you can find it. That was aggressive.
If you can find it, that's not helpful, Nubby. Like,
I don't think IPW posts all their stuff.
No.
Maybe he's got a copy that he can send out.
Ask Sean Danger.
Sean Danger.
He has it. Yeah, he has it. But yeah, we are the trios champions, and I guess we can officially say we are PB and J.
You are, because of obviously Pizza and Beer, and Dizzle Tracks determined that he is a huge fan of Gentleman Jack. So, plus he predicted that you guys would win the match off of DDT, and that's what he
did
prophesized it. Yeah,
the Conor McGregor move right there.
He foreshadowed that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Calling it.
Well, it was a trio, so he 3-shadowed that shit. But yeah,
3-shadowed. But congratulations, WD. That's awesome.
Appreciate it. Now we just got to defend him.
Yeah, that's the second championship you won at IPW.
It is.
Yeah.
I was Chicagoland champion for a couple weeks.
You're actually a 2-time Chicagoland champion.
Well, if we want to get technical about it, I was the IPW Chicagoland champion, but then I was the Rocket Pro Chicagoland champion.
So yeah.
Yeah, give yourself the credit. Come on, pat yourself on the back.
Oh, yeah.
You've
Former
earned
High Voltage champion. Hey, you've been a champion in 3 different promotions, man. Look at that. At least since 2022.
That's
somewhere, yeah.
You're damn good. Yeah. Hold that up high, man. Keep your chin up.
It's only growing. To all you other companies out there, we'll be talking about one of them next week.
Ooh.
All right. So we can move on for me now because I don't need to keep putting my shit in. Corey McHenry defended and retained his alternative title and junior heavyweight title against Nick Diamond and Muggsy James.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed it wasn't one of those per match per pin kind of but it's still awesome. It definitely shows the McHenry. And it's a lot of what that was the word called going into his fatal 4-way momentum. A lot of momentum going into his fatal 4-way this Saturday. So
he could be Corey 3 belts.
Good.
Ooh.
Well, actually, wait, isn't he? He's already the Corey 3 belts because he's got a belt in Frontline. I forgot the name of it. So he'll be Corey 4 belts.
There we go. Quad strap. Yeah, Corey. Yeah.
Quad strap.
4 belt. We'll do 4 belts.
Not ratchet strap, quad strap.
Yeah. Yeah. The best mistaken name for Flywheel and the best roller derby name ever. And
Aaron Stone defended his Zero Gravity title in a eliminator match. And from what I understand, it was nuts. A lot of people were involved, but in the end, Aaron Stone retained.
Yeah, there were pins outside the ring, pins inside the ring. There was one point that I forgot who it was. I think it was Alta Classic or Atlas Classic, something like that. Something like that. He
Classic
was like,
Alpha.
yeah. He
Ooh.
threw a guy over the rope, and the guy caught himself, which is actually a good thing for him because I think if he would have landed, he would have been disqualified.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dude caught himself. In my mind, I'm like, dude, he should have just hit the fucking ground. He would have been out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely wild and good on those referees to kind of keep control of everything. That was insane, and yeah, Stone ended up retaining the final guy, Kilmore. Definitely showed up. He was people thought that maybe he was going to take that zero gravity title on Sunday, and I was one of them. That dude fucking goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
How are the walls? Were the walls okay?
I mean, like after I told them to fuck themselves a couple years back, I mean they seemed to get over it.
I mean, did anybody go through a wall?
I didn't see anyone go through a wall. I know Rhea mentioned somebody going through a wall before, but I didn't see anyone go close to a wall.
Okay. So we're okay then.
I'm assuming the angle of the ring was for a reason, to keep people away from the walls as much as possible.
Where
I
was
wasn't
the-
there. What's up?
Where was the location at?
Richmond Park's VFW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I only know the wall going through for Bourbon Street, so that's why I was kind of curious. I'm like, are we talking about the same place?
This is at VFW in Richmond Park. I wasn't there when it happened, but I'm assuming they angled the thing probably for that reason. I don't know. Rion, the liaison, he could tell me I'm wrong if I am, but I assume that's part of the reason why.
It might be part of it. I don't know. But it was an interesting look, having it on an angle like that.
Well, and that's another thing too, because I know Rion says that I don't know if he's in control of the layout and everything, but they always try to do something different and unique. Like every time you go there, the chairs are set up a little bit different each time. So
even the entrance wall is different.
yeah.
Apex,
if you ever want to wrestle on a Sunday, I could probably get you an IPW.
That sounds like a plan down the road for sure.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon shows. So I think normally, this one was at 4, but I think normally they're at 3. So
normally, but I think the next show will also be at 4.
That's actually the day before my birthday too. So
nice.
Oh, celebrate your birthday by telling the wall to go fuck itself.
100%. Hell yeah.
Jesus.
I did 100%. I told the wall to fuck itself 100%. No regrets.
How drunk were you?
I wasn't.
None.
Oh, even funnier then.
Yeah, I hosted the show. I was gonna tell the fans, but Rion said I couldn't do it. I had to tell the wall. I had to ask the wall if they listened to the show.
And
Clearly, the wall didn't answer. I had to tell the wall to fuck itself.
Fuck yourself, yeah.
And again, we were the greatest hosts ever.
We were the best. Yeah. That's why they only did it a few more times after, and was like, we can't compete.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did get jumped by the workhorses.
And there you go, bringing them up again.
Yeah, where are they now? Played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nubby isn't the faction slayer just because I said it. I mean, that's most of it, but
yeah,
it also lives up to it.
I'd say I slayed a faction on Sunday.
Dude, you're like the Karrion Kross of the Midwest independent scene.
That's facts. Holy crap. That actually is a really good one.
You are the Karrion Kross.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So, yeah.
Calling them out, taking them out.
Although my Jesse Ventura
dude,
voice ain't so good.
That is nuts. He sounds exactly like Jesse Ventura.
Oh, him, Will Sasso, they nailed that shit.
Oh my God. So good. Yeah, Will Sasso's got good voice acting and good comics.
So we had some open challenges for respective championships. D'Angelo Steele defended his C3 title. Now, if I'm correct, Gorgeous Morgan Taylor answered this challenge and won by countout. And I believe, is this due to Mr. Young taking the championship and running away with it?
Yeah. So yeah, kind of like how we talked about with C3 when he stole the belt and the arm. First off, it seemed like Steele was more freaked out about the arm than he was the belt. But yeah, Mr. Young came out from backstage. Rachel was sitting in the entrance way. He came over, grabbed the belt, ripped the arm off of Rachel, ran past the ring and out the front doors. And obviously, Steele chased him out. And yes, 10 count and Mr. Gorgeous himself, which cute dude. Big dude. He fucking dude. He's a lumberjack motherfucker. Cute dude. Yes, he picked up the 10 count victory over C3's champion. So, yeah.
All right. Let's see. That happened. POWW defended his Wrestle League championship, and it looks as if Paragon answered the challenge, but it went to a double disqualification.
They both couldn't stop shoving the referee. They kept getting each other's faces. Referees had enough of it. Called for the bell. Told Allen he's disqualifying them both. And they still fought afterwards, and some people had to come out and break it up and stuff. But that doesn't seem like that's going to end. That doesn't seem like that's over yet. So
Perfect. Jay Thunder defended his IPW League Championship, and it sounds like Miles Mercer answered this challenge.
Huh.
And it was he attacked Jay Thunder from behind.
he did. He came out from the other way, the other direction, and attacked him from behind. It was unfortunate because Thunder was prepared. I mean, clearly he was ready to go. The music hit and everything, but he didn't watch his six. So.
And Miles Mercer defeated him and became the new champ.
Roll up and grab the tights, yeah. So it was cheating from start to finish.
Oh,
Nothing against Mercer, he won, but he definitely rolled up and cheated, yeah. So I felt bad for Thunder, man. I mean, he went out there. I mean, there were 3 open challenges, and he was the only one who didn't walk away with his championship that night. But it was pretty cool to see 3 companies outside of IPW defending their championships at IPW. That's kind of cool.
And the main event, Rion Damian Gray. And it sounds like Rion, it sounds like there was a referee appointed first. And it was the concessions lady.
There you go. Yeah, she did seem like somebody who sold me water. She did not like Damian Gray. Like, listen, I mean, not many people do. I think he's all right, but she did not rush to do his counts. Like, she did not like him whatsoever.
So she was a little biased.
Yeah, but I don't blame her. I mean, he was kind of an asshole to everybody. So, I mean, he was yelling at kids, I mean, he put his hands on her.
Oh,
he grabbed her arm. Yeah, he grabbed her arm because, I mean, yeah, she did a little bit of a slow count and everything. And I think that's where, like, Rion started to lose it. And honestly, if it wasn't for Thad getting involved at the end and attacking Rion, he definitely would have picked up the victory in this matchup. But I don't know what Thad's issue is with Rion. But I mean, we're going to, well, I don't want to take everything from you. Go ahead.
Well, a little bit of a backstory. Like, before the hiatus, they were messing with Rion for the most part, the big leagues, Motivation Mike and the Bros, because they felt like they were being cheated. And, again, the blame game, and they're blaming Rion. So somebody showed up after this match took place. Did he not?
Are you talking about my best friend, longest reigning 3-time SW heavyweight champion, Max Holiday? Hell yeah, he did. Yeah, so after Thad came out and jumped Rion and everything, Whiplash, right? That's his name? Yeah. Yep. He came out to kind of like even up the odds, but obviously Rion was still down. Thad and them and everything were kind of getting the better of Whiplash. And then Holiday showed up. And luckily, Holiday, being who he is, just had to show up and they ran off like bitches. But yeah, my best friend, longest reigning 3-time SW heavyweight champion, Max Holiday showed up, saved the day like he always does.
Huh.
And at the end of the show, which was announced, I don't want to take this away from you, I'm going to anyways. On the May 25th show, there's going to be a tag team handicap match with the big league, both Bros and whoever the fucking guy is, the coach.
Jake from Steak Farm or whatever.
Yeah, that dude.
Motivation Mike.
Motivation Mike. There we go. They'll be taking on team of TM.
The morning
or TMA.
The morning after.
Which is Rihanna and Max Holiday. So that's nice. So I'm excited to see my best friend, longest reigning 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, Max Holiday, win a match the day before my birthday. So
perfect.
That's exciting. Yeah. I think I was at the one that was before my birthday, maybe not last year, the year before, because I think Max Holiday bought me a shot for my birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, we were already friends at that point, but I think that really solidified our best friendship.
Best friendship stuff.
Yeah. It was like hugging without really hugging. Yeah, because if he embraced me, I probably wouldn't let go. He looks like he smells like woodworking.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
like, I don't know if he's ever built anything with his hands. He just looks like he has built things with his hands.
Okay.
Perfect. Well, that was IPW. I'm not trying to get pregnant.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to explain that to me later.
Me either. I watched it at the perfect timing.
Apparently, Jesus.
Okay, so we came to the main event of the show. SCW was past Saturday. Pex, you went there, but you got the results, man. Let's talk about it.
Got the results. Wish I could have been there. Hope you guys had fun on the call without me. So
you know what? It was funny because when I was sitting there and I was like, "Hey, Chris, you ready to do this?" He's like, "Yeah, thank God the dead weight's gone." I was like, "Yeah."
Okay, I'll have to talk to Chris later on that.
Nah, if you listen to the, I don't know if he said it at the main show or High Voltage, but he did announce that he weren't there.
I appreciate it. I know I did have a conversation with Terry Allen about not being around probably for July. And I was basically told that's not going to happen. So I'm probably going to be back with you guys in July. So, but yes, we have high voltage results and we have main card results. We have a new re-debut from somebody that's been on for a while. So
what'd you do to piss her off?
Which one?
Oh, she just stood over you like she was about to stab you with something. Oh, she had to go. There she comes. Yeah, there we go.
I'm about to get the kids ready for bed. So
because he mentioned July. He has to take his time.
I'm not getting back in the ring in July.
Okay.
We have a long time to find out when that's going to happen because we don't know when I'll be medically cleared.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Good to meet you.
Now, this is actually my time to talk now. So if you guys can, get out of the way.
Your time is our time, honey. Mi casa su casa.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just funny. Like, they've been gone this whole time when you guys are talking. The second it's my turn to go for a show, they got to come in and take my moment.
Well, because they got to allow the fans to enjoy the entertaining part of it.
I guess they are far more entertaining than I am too. So
about time.
It just kind of adds into it. So, Travis, you had messaged me beforehand that before the show started, there was a lot of changes going on. As we said, card subject to change. Nubby, you were unfortunately on the end of this change. And I don't even say unfortunately because it wound up being a great opportunity for you. Not one I probably would have wanted. As Travis said earlier, if I was available, could have been the one to do this. So high voltage started out with your tag team partner, Sean Danger versus Johnny Chaos. Unfortunately, Johnny Chaos got the victory over your tag team partner. I'm going to say the big match in quotation marks, because this was kind of a weird one, something we've not really seen in high voltage before, but it was Tommy Gunn versus Warren C. Freiberg. Wow. Versus Warren C. Freiberg in a hair versus hair match. And
I'll tell you right now, this is the last time anyone ever demands something from me and they get the match.
Was it at least a good payoff for you? I mean, did you enjoy it?
Listen, I told Freiberg when he blew up and threw a hissy fit about the match being booked. I was like, here's the thing, man. And everyone knows me. If you demand it from me, it's not happening.
I know this from experience.
But it's worse when you tell me I'm not going to do something.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I told him. It's like the only reason this match is happening is because you said it wouldn't. Because nobody who isn't the general manager gets to dictate the matches that are happening.
I will write that down for future.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hair versus hair match, and Tommy Gunn came out with the victory and shaved Warren C. Freiberg's hair in the center of the ring, and later came out very upset on the Facebook or whatever you want to call it nowadays, social medias, that the fans were grabbing his hair. Little weird for me. I don't know why anyone would want that, but he is said he is going to insert litigations against those who have his hair. So good luck with everybody who has that. I probably just would have thrown it away, but enjoy your souvenir. Congrats, Tommy Gunn, finally getting the victory over a punitive damage member. And it looked like punitive damages was all ringside, so he was outnumbered like the entire time.
It didn't look like it was going to happen until Calloway and Chaos fought Sheik and Governor to the back and held Freiberg down while you got. I mean, all three of them joined in on shaving his head. That's fine. All three of them had issues. I mean, everyone's had issues with Freiberg.
100%.
I'm surprised nobody didn't get out there and try to get a quick strip down.
Right over the top for him.
I was getting ready.
Next match here was we saw Odinson the Berserker returning again out of retirement or whatever he wants to call it nowadays to defeat the Sheik. And then in the high voltage main event, we had the Night Reaper versus the Amazing Turtle for the high voltage title. Turtle, once again, we all know I wasn't there, but I did see fan footage. You didn't even get to make it to the ring before he attacked you, and I think Sean was out there with you. So the man carries around the belt in a bag. I find that disrespectful, but he was swinging it like crazy. I was just happy to see that you were actually able to get a match in with him. Unfortunately, you did not get the victory, but a valiant effort in its own. Night Reaper walks away, still the high voltage champion. So.
Nubby collapsed in the middle of the match.
He collapsed in the middle of the match. Do you think there was foul play?
I think so. I mean, I'm sure Nubby, had his water, stayed hydrated, had a good, decent snack, maybe a nice bowel movement beforehand. I think a biggest factor was it was the previous attack and the fact that Reaper did get the claw applied, but Nubby was able to break out of it. But there's always a residual lightheadedness that's going to come, especially if and Nubby can explain this a lot better. I don't know why I'm doing it for him, but when you get like your energy up, you're ready to go, and obviously Nubby in the corner yelling for the shell shock, that's gonna hit you, and so I think if the initial attack didn't happen, probably would have a different story. But obviously Reaper is.
We'd have a new champion. I mean, we know how Nubby could be in the ring. I personally know it. I had to pull some shell to be able to get the victory. So
we'll never know. Yeah, we'll never know if I would have won. I mean, you attack somebody in the back of the head with an object, it's gonna do something. And he not only did that, he threw my head into the post. He put my head in the canvas, gave me the claw, choked me out a lot. Getting choked alone would do something to your brain. So
takes out. So.
I should have just took it slow and did something else, but I got to get my shit in.
Get your shit in, bro.
You made a valiant effort, and I'm glad that you walked out of there and then you won a title the next day. So that's awesome. So.
And just as a side note for high voltage and everything, I already spoke to Sean Danger. He's excited to come back to do high voltage, whatever. So we're definitely gonna get the Cowabunga crew showing up and
officially have their match.
Sooner rather than later. Yeah, I know SCW, for those who don't know, is on a break for the next couple months, but hopefully during the course of the summer or something, we could get Cowabunga crew back out there. Maybe see them slap around periods of damages or something.
Yeah. So all right, well, we're gonna go right into the main card then. The lot of action on there. Show started out with Johnny Chaos versus the now, as I like to joke with him on Facebook, Prison Freiberg. Apparently he was embarrassed and wore a bandana and honestly looked like he was making an episode of The Office legit. So Johnny Chaos with the nice victory over there. We did see the return of Nikki Nix, and she defeated the lovely Lucia.
No.
No?
Lucia Ludacris.
Lucia Ludacris? Oh, that's
Yes.
not on my list. So is that now what we're going by? Lucia Ludacris?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Lucia Ludacris it is. So my apologies.
I think she listened to the JFW podcast because we had this conversation where was she changing her name for one show or to the next, and it was
okay.
It was official.
Yeah, an evolution.
At the end of the day, Nikki Nix gets the victory over her. Scott Spade and Mistress Misery get the win over Brandon Blaze. Travis, I asked you this last week. Was your best friend there?
No. I mean, I asked, what was it? Chris was telling me that, listen, I don't believe it, but it's Flat Top. Jagoff came out and I don't know. Listen, I didn't know Flat Top listened to commentary. I didn't even know he listened to my show, but apparently he does. Because he made it a point to mention it at the beginning of the show about how even though I disagree with everything he does, he signs my checks.
But
here's the thing, though. I can respect him acknowledging that because if there's one thing he has done right since being president, is paying me. So I'm okay with I'm okay when people acknowledge their achievements.
Mm-hmm.
By signing my checks, he has really achieved something great. And it's the rest of the job that he has to really kind of figure out. Apparently, he barred Max Holiday from the show.
Wow.
I didn't know that. My best friend didn't tell me that. I was a little appalled at first. I was feeling like, well, if you're not going, I'm not going. And he's like, no, buddy, you go.
You need to
you
go.
And you go and be the voice of SCW, which I would never say because I'm not Steve. And I'll never be the voice of a company because that's just stupid to say.
No, but your friend knew exactly that you needed to be there, so I'm glad you took that advice.
Well, he knows I like me. He knows I wanted the check.
Yeah. Oh, who doesn't want to get paid? In the non-main event, which I actually love this here because it's a very interesting thing here. The SCW champion, James Creed, was defeated by Mason Perks, the POW heavyweight champion, via DQ, though, unfortunately. So Creed does retain the title. I'm going to guess the Torture Killers came out on this one.
Oh, yeah.
And got it because what else is new?
And if they didn't, we'd have a new champion. Creed was out. Creed was out.
So the new haircut did not work well in his favor.
Nah, if anything, it hurt him because they didn't have enough cushion to block that knee that he took to the face.
Oof, okay.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, once a cheater, always a cheater, but let's continue to move on. I said we gave him enough time today.
Too much
Callaway. Yeah, too much time. Callaway took on Chris Miller. Callaway did get the victory, but Miller attacked Callaway after the match for Odinson to come on out and save the day, only to beat up Callaway.
Callaway. So Callaway got a roll-up pin on Miller, which obviously Miller didn't like.
Yeah,
beat him down, hit the pedigree on him. Went to go grab his what's his sledgehammer called?
Christine.
Yeah. Odinson came out with a chair to stop Miller from attacking Callaway. And then he turns the chair on Callaway, struck him, beat him down, and he was getting ready to mess him up more until Chaos came out to the rescue. So I'm not sure what's going on in the mind of Odinson, but
yeah, I mean, Johnny Chaos and me had a nice conversation earlier today about that, and he basically said, "Fuck them kids." Like that's how he felt to those fans in the crowd that look up to him. Like, wow, all right. So
he did, he called them all losers and stuff.
So we're gonna have to see where that direction goes. He's been a fan favorite for a while. He does a lot of charity work. It's almost as bad as somebody that brags about raising money and then beats up on others. So very interesting. Yeah, it's a weird thing. In what was next match was a very hard hitting one. I watched these two go at it over and over, back and forth on social media. We had Logan Steele versus Terry Allen. And to be honest, kind of confused of why this was really going on, but Logan has been attacking Terry a lot anytime he's had an opportunity in the ring. This one didn't even go to a victor. It was a double DQ because both of them pushed and shoved the referee, which I think was your protege, Nubby, if I'm correct, in BJ, right? BJ Porter.
Yep.
And he just said he had enough. I saw them talk about it on there, and he told them if they would have just listened to him, they could have had a decisive winner. So good on him for being a referee, but I don't think this is over. I feel like they're going to somehow circle back to this because the fans were very invested in it in all the videos I had seen. They were very excited to watch these two just beat the hell out of each other, which good to go. I wish I was on the call for it. That could have been awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely not over.
It's
Definitely
no.
not,
Okay.
no.
In what I guess is the semi-main event, we saw the return of Hunter Payne in the ring. I think it's been since WrestleTopia, right around that area when Creed attacked him.
Yeah.
I haven't
not
seen
long
him
enough.
for a while.
What?
Yeah, not long enough to you. Taking on Kevin Zander. He did get the victory over Kevin Zander. I guess Kevin did not expect the strength of a man like Hunter Payne. And we've talked about this on this podcast. We've talked about it on the air. There's not many people that match a Logan Steele or a Hunter Payne in overall strength. Xander's a very big man, but unfortunately just wasn't expecting what he got out of that. So congratulations, boss. Glad you got another victory, and Punitive Damages took another loss. They just keep taking L's, and that's all that we really care about nowadays is Punitive Damages taking loss. Nubby, you broke that faction. Yeah, I'm very proud of you. That ever since you've taken anything from them, they just can't win anything anymore. So proud of you. And then we go to the main event, which I am still super upset. I think I made this a point when I knew I wasn't going to make this event that I was going to miss this match because it was the grudge match. It was for the SCW Genesis Championship. We saw Eric Schultz versus Benny Vargas, and it was, from what I heard and saw in clips, action-packed, bloody. These guys didn't seem like they were friends anymore at all. And it was because they wanted the title, and that's awesome. We did finally get to see Eric Schultz getting the victory over Vargas. We have a new Genesis champion. I feel like it's been at least a year since we've been able to say that as a whole. So congratulations. And to make matters worse, too, after the match, James Creed rubbing it into Vargas backstage that he no longer has Jenny. That seems like that's developing into something because he's been digging at him for a while. So when does Vargas just lose it now that he is no longer defending his own title?
I mean, it's coming. I mean, when dude had an opportunity, which is wild to think that he spends all his time. Not every match has he cheated to win, but a good chunk of them he's cheated to win. And
yeah,
the one time where the referee was down and he had an opening to cheat, he chose not to. He held the title. You looked at it, felt bad. He put the title down, and Schultz hit him with that move and everything. And
interesting. Yeah, so you're saying that Vargas had a conscience.
Seems like he did. Yeah,
it kicked in at the wrong time and cost him. I mean, didn't we just watch this at Mania?
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy, except for, Schultz being a fan favorite, and everybody, I'm sure, is excited. I reached out to him and congratulated him. Once again, champion everywhere he goes. If you guys are not booking Eric Schultz, which I really don't think there's any company that's not at this point, you need him. Like, he is everywhere, and rightfully so.
Yeah, Schultz is all across the Midwest, man. And the thing is, I talked to him after the match. And yeah, I mean, dude, he's been in SCW for a few years now. He made his debut several years ago, and
debuted 4 months before I did. So
yeah, and the fact that this is the first title he's held, huge pop. It's a Nubby pop. He got a Nubby pop.
Yeah, those are hard to get, man.
Not a lot of people get them, and it just shows the kind of talent and work that he is, put in, and people's noticed it. So
Good.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Benny. Yeah, I mean, seeing that clip with Creed rubbing it in, right now Benny seems defeated. I don't know where he's at mindset wise, what his plan is going forward, but he just feels.
If he's smart, he'll take the time in his head to regroup and not really hold this loss in his head too much. They happen. You got to move on. I've lost 4 opportunities in 5 months over at SCW. And what did I kept doing? I kept going and I kept trying to get to the next one. That is the mentality you got to have. Whether you're champion or not, you still got to have that champion mentality. So hopefully he can pick himself back up and go on to the next thing, whatever that's going to be. He's got a couple months to think about it. We're not back till July. So hopefully he takes that time wisely. Maybe improves a little bit on what he felt was his weakness.
Absolutely, yeah. Next SCW shows out till July 26th. So yeah, we got
yes. My birthday, by the way. So that'll be
cares?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
I'm just kidding.
So I can't wait to be commentary with you guys that night. Then I guess so.
Cool. Anything else from independent wrestling that we didn't cover?
No.
In the 3 hours we've been doing this.
We're good.
Yeah, I thought that show a couple weeks ago was our longest one, but I'll take the blame on this one and the fact that I'm home. I'm in no rush to get home because I was already there.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. It's awesome that your family wants to chime in. Clearly, they're fans of the show and me. So
exactly, they listen, so we don't have to, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Nubby, give me a final freaking thought. What's your mindset going into wrestling?
Final freaking thought. As you can see, I am a champion. I plan on adding another championship this weekend.
Let's do it. I love it.
That is my final freaking thought.
Awesome. What about you, Pex? What are you thinking about?
Guys, I'm thinking about how hard I'm going to be working to get back so that I can get these opportunities to perform in front of you. I miss all of you so much. I cannot wait to get at least on commentary back in July. Make sure you are supporting independent wrestling across the Midwest, across the country. It is such a great time to be at these shows. As I said, I'm very emotionally depressed this weekend, not being able to go to anything. So please support your local guys. I'm proud of Nubby for, getting another belt under his wing. And I just want us to keep growing all together. So keep it up. Thank you guys all for listening and enjoy all the wrestling you can while it's here. That was it.
What about you, Travis?
Oh, thanks for asking. Jesus, man. Honestly, I'm really excited for this upcoming weekend and hosting Fan Axxess. I'm good at talking, obviously, but when it comes to live talking to fans, stuff like that, I'm okay with it, but this is kind of to me, it's a big deal because what you're doing is you're promoting the season finale for a company.
Yeah. And
you just want to make sure you do right. And so I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to be part of that. And honestly, I'm excited to, just get to Rocket Pro and see all these stories they have built over the course of the last 9 or so months to kind of finally come to an end, and see who gets their comeuppance. Does Maximus lose that briefcase? Does Michaels eventually lose the
title?
The title, there's a lot going on. Are you gonna be able to take another belt from Undeniable? These are things I'm really excited to kind of check out. So
yeah, hope it's a good show. And I hope you have fun, Travis. As you said, I know you said you don't really like that public eye type stuff, but you got fans out there, man, and I'm sure they want to talk to you. So
yeah. Well, see, another thing is it's one thing to be good at something, it's another thing to I don't know. It's hard to explain. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. We're good.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm trying to look for it. I'm trying to verify it because, like I said, I'm pretty sure Frontline Pro has 2 shows in May. Because I have Frontline Pro on May 10th here.
Yes.
And I also have them on May 24th. So the show we're talking about is May 24th. So I think there is another show on May 10th. We'll verify that because as I'm showing next week, we have Frontline Pro, 01, POWW Entertainment, ARW, Illinois Valley Wrestling Federation, Emerge Wrestling, and Brew City Wrestling all happening next weekend. So we're going to cover the match cards for those as well as any results we get from this coming weekend.
I am waiting for confirmation on IVFW.
Well, I was yelled at by an executive of IVFW over this weekend because apparently I say things, which it's not going to change. There's definitely a May 10th show happening.
Oh, okay. I'm very close with the general manager, so I'll give a call to find out exactly what's going on then.
I have been confirmed that there's a show happening on May 10th. I have been confirmed that there is somebody I know booked for that show.
Yes.
I'm kind of excited because I might make it.
Okay.
I can't remember where it is. I know they told me where it was at. I just can't remember it.
Reader?
Maybe Streeter. Can't remember.
That has been talked about a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So that might be it. Again, I was told, if you just want the information, all you got to do is ask. And I was like, I did on the show. There you go. So, but I told them, hey, listen, we all have our roles here in JFW. So your point of contact is Apex. You send everything to Apex. I don't want any of it. You send it all to Apex. Apex is your guy. So if we don't have your stuff, it's on you or it's on him, not me. So hopefully alleviate most of my ranting and berating of another owner of a wrestling company, because I have acknowledged while talking to them, I don't know one owner, president, general manager of a wrestling company other than myself that I've agreed or accepted as a good person. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So. Anything else wrestling related you guys want to talk about?
No.
Oh, good.
No,
Okay.
nothing yet.
Perfect. Guys, make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just by searching Just Freak Wrestling and JFW Podcast. Continue to listen to us on audio wherever you pick up your audio podcast. If you want to watch the show, you can do so, because why not have 3 hours to kill to watch the entire podcast video up on YouTube? I think I didn't put up the last 2 shows. I'll still put them up for the hell of it, but I'll make sure to get back on track with that. So that's all I got.
I believe we can ring the bell in this episode.
Matt, are you ever going to be part of that? You ever going to be associated with the ending?
Do you want me to say that? I think we can ring the bell on the.
I mean, normally people would split the responsibilities. I believe we can ring the bell on this episode. I mean, something.
That's new. Okay, then I will jump in. I didn't want to take it from Nubby. I thought this was a Nubby thing.
I shared it with Pax.
Shared it with
Okay,
Pax.
then I will share going forward.
You didn't watch the show.
I listened to most shows that I was involved in.
Most. Only when he's involved in it, not when just to listen to listen.
Perfect. That's all that I'm trying to see.
And I am the Faction Slayer and 1/3 of the IPW Trios Champions, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
And I am the King of Combat, the top of the food chain, Apex.
And thank you for listening to episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.